And I want to share this information, but first of all, let me do this. All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network and Insurance USA. Today is Saturday, and this is the off Saturday, so that we're the Six Figures Book and Pray from Home show. We're going to be doing some CTMS training. We're going to do a little bit of load board training, and we're also going to go over some stuff about the Insurance USA. That's going to be the first thing that we're going to do to get that out of the way for the chapter owners and the branch owners, so they can start sending this stuff in. But how's everybody doing? See, we got a lot of people on here today. Got a lot of new people.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Butler.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Great.
Here is yeah, the weather here is kind of dark and gloomy. You know, that system, that tropical system, I think it's a hurricane now out in the Gulf. It's supposed to make landfall in Louisiana, between Louisiana and Texas. But Florida is so close, so we're getting some of the, you know, the residual bands of it, especially here in North Florida, because we're up here right next to Georgia. So, so we're gonna get some rainfall. Probably not very much wind, but we are gonna get some rainfall. So the weather's kind of gloomy here today. As I mentioned before, we were supposed to have the CTMS people on, but the gentleman who was supposed to be doing it, his internet is not working properly. So we're gonna have to reschedule that probably for next week, but don't fret, we are still gonna do some of CTMS training. They have directed me to their YouTube channel, which is In Motion Global. So there is quite a bit of information there, and we will be going over that. In the meantime, let me start sharing my screen. And let me turn on my computer sound. There we go. All right. I sent out an email. If I can go to the email real quick. I sent this email out. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
All right. I sent this email. Yes. All right. I sent this email out in response to, I told you we were going to be sending our final chapter or branch ownership email and request for your information. This is the final one. I'm not sending out another one, okay? This is the final one that I'm gonna send out requesting information. Now, the next one that I'm gonna send out, that's gonna be it. It's just gonna be, I'm just gonna send out just to notify you all, this is who it is, this is what we're going with, and then corporate is gonna take care of the rest. Now, if you do not see your name on here, and if you have expressed an interest to be a chapter owner or a branch owner, if you do not see your name, your information on here, just the way this is right here, you need to fill this out down here. And it needs to contain all of this information, no more, no less. Don't send me something saying, well, I might be interested in this and that and this. No, don't send me something saying, well, I'm thinking about being interested in this. No. If you know for sure that you want a branch, right? And if you see up here where it says Michigan is already taking sole ownership, don't say something saying I want to be a branch owner in Michigan, because it's gone. If you see this where it says Maryland, sole owner, don't send one in for Maryland. All these up top are all sole owners. They're prepared. They have their money together. They're ready to go. The ones down here, they have some of their money together, so they're looking for what? Partners. They're looking for a partner. So if you're willing to partner in one of these states, if you don't have the whole 5K or 10K, then you're gonna seek to partner with one of these people down here. Their numbers are all listed. Their name is there. How much money they have, that's there too. Okay? So if you're looking to be a sole owner or looking to partner, here's what I need you to do. I need you to fill this information out. I know some of you said, well, I sent it in the first time, but you didn't send it in like this. You might have sent in, I want to be an owner of such, but you didn't tell me how much money you had. You didn't tell me, and so I need to know all that. You need to know all of that. So I need you all, if your name is not on here, I need you to fill this out completely. My name is, my phone number is, the state I want ownership in is, if you want ownership in multiple states, you know what I mean, the state you want ownership in and how much money you have for each state. Okay? Check this one, check one of these. I want the 5K trademark usage, or I want the 10K trademark usage. I have this much of the trademark fee. I need all that filled out. I got some stuff back from some people that filled out bits and pieces of it. You didn't tell me how much money you had. Some of you didn't check which one you wanted. Some of you put, you know, well, I'm thinking about. I don't want those who are thinking about it. I want those who are sure. If you know you want to stay, if you know you got your money together, or you know you got a significant amount of your money together, that's who I want to see send something back in. Okay? All the, you know, I'm thinking, I'm considering, well, keep considering, and then later on, once you make a decision, you let us know, and we'll tell you what's left, what's available. Does everybody understand that?
I have a question.
Yes.
On the states that are already acquired, those are a state is a pretty big place. Will that one person be capable or responsible for the full state, or will there come a point whereas that state might be divvied up?
No, that state will belong to that one person. It will belong to those people who have taken ownership of that state. The reason why we say that is this. I do not want this to become a diluted opportunity. Okay? I don't
but
want
it can be overwhelming, though, I would assume.
Hold up. Not if you have, it was a big state, then obviously you're going to have a lot of what? Member specialists.
Right. I would assume.
So that means it's not going to be overwhelming. I don't want to create a situation. Look, I could be greedy. Yeah. I could be greedy and say, yeah, I'm going to put 10 each state. Collect 5K for each state. But what would that do to the people who are seeking opportunity?
But that's a lot to cover. That's a lot to cover.
You're looking at it the wrong way. What is it going to do to the people who are seeking the opportunity?
It'll be a gold mine.
No, it's going to lessen their opportunity to make money. If I flood a state with 10 owners.
I understand. I'm sorry.
That means 10 branches are going to have to divvy up that state. Right? Right?
Not necessarily, but go ahead and explain it.
I mean, what about it? What about that statement is not true?
Okay, because you could have, let's take, for example, Virginia. And this is nothing against Miss Pompey or nothing against that. But you could have Northern Virginia, which is the DMV, and you can have Southern Virginia, where I'm do a lot of my work in, which is the Hampton Roads and all that. That's a lot of people. You asked me a question.
Understand that.
You asked me a question. Let me finish.
Yes, go ahead.
You have a large amount of freight moving in the Southern Virginia, and you have a large amount in the DMV. So that might be too much for Ms. Pompey to use. Now, she could have other agents working under her, but now she has to make sure that their response time, that their follow-up, that their skills that she needs to run Virginia coincide with the design that she wants or that the RBBS has for that state. Now, if you have some agents that aren't performing as well, now Ms. Pompey has to follow up, and Ms. Pompey has to know what's going on, or whatever the procedures are. I don't know it that well, but I'm saying that's a lot for one person, not to pick on Ms. Pompey, but for anybody to run. If you say, hey, I'm going to give you the state of the Commonwealth of Virginia to manage. That's a lot. I mean, Calvin, I understand what you're saying, how you don't want.
Okay, look. The bottom line is this. If I put 2 branches in one state, that means the 2 branches are gonna have to share that wealth. I don't care how you put it. You can call it what you want. You can say, well, it's too much to handle. It's the northern, it's the southern. Either way, you have to split the state up. Either way, you're gonna have to split the money up.
There's enough for everybody to eat.
Listen to what I'm telling you though. Either way, you have to split the money up. I'm not trying to create an opportunity that's gonna be for the entire country. I'm trying to create an opportunity for people who are in this network, okay, who are bold enough to take the steps. Because as you can see, you got plenty of states that's not taking yet. Hold on here, let me show you here. You got plenty of states that's not taking yet. All we've got is Michigan, Maryland, Georgia, Kentucky, and Virginia. And then you got these down here, and those are the only ones that are sole owners right now. Then you got down here on the ones that want to share, all you got is Texas, North Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee, and maybe Louisiana. So where does that leave you? That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 states. There's 48 states here. That's only 9 states. Don't get caught up on a borderline, because the opportunity is still the same just about in every state. Why? Because the world we live in now is digital. It is not too much for one person to handle a state, but this is a digital age. She's not running a brick and mortar location, or no one is running a brick and mortar location. These are all satellite locations, virtual locations.
Yes, I know that.
From your
My
home.
company is satellite. My company is virtual.
Hold on, let me speak.
I know all about virtuality.
Hold on, let me speak. I let you speak, now let me speak. I'm not finished.
I'm sorry.
Okay? The opportunity that I'm trying to give is I'm trying to give individuals who want to take that opportunity, who want to take that risk, who want to invest an opportunity to become multi-millionaires. I'm not trying to create a bunch of thousandaires. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm not going to flood the market, each state with multiple things, because I want each state not to have any competition. I want them to be the only thing in that state that's with that opportunity. Now, yes, I could be greedy and say I want multiple ones, and I would double the corporate revenue. But what would that do for the individuals who are actually putting up the money and taking the risk? You have to reward people for taking the risk. Now, if you want a state, there's about another, 30 some odd states that's still available. Pick one. Go with it.
Time.
Okay? But if you're not ready, then you're not ready. Don't try to penalize someone else because they're ready now.
I am not penalizing any one word. I'm not penalizing anyone.
Well, that's the word that I'm using because when you break it down, you got someone who has taken a step, who has stepped up and said, okay, I'm ready. I got mine. I'm ready. Let's go. And I've got enough to cover this whole state. So let's go. Then you got some people that sitting on the back corner saying, well, I'm not quite ready yet. Or I don't quite have the money yet. Or I want to wait and see how it's going to do first. Whatever your case is, then the state that you was thinking about, if it's taken, it's taken. So someone else stepped up to the plate. Opportunity waits for no one. It doesn't. And there's plenty of opportunity that's still left out here. Plenty of it.
I wasn't talking about the opportunities.
Well, then I'm not going to stifle someone's potential to earn a whole bunch of money.
I understand.
Okay, so this is the way it's set up.
Right.
This is the way it's going to be. There's going to be one per state, and we said this in the very beginning. This is not the first time we talked about this.
No, I was thinking about it, and that's why I'm on the call and I asked that.
Okay, well, now it's settled.
Yes, it is.
One per state. It's going to be one per state. I'm not even going to reach outside of the network to look for more people to cover the other states. Why? because
I keep it in the house.
I want this to stay within our network.
Right.
And for the time being, the states that's not covered, corporate is going to handle those. Now, when other people get their money together, or make up their mind, or get up enough gumption and say, you know what, I think I'm going to do this. Then they can come to us and say, okay, what states are still available?
Once the company owns it there, then you can sell it back. And like I said before, you'll probably pay a higher fee because now RBBS owns it, and you got to pay for your delay in coming into the program.
That depends on how valuable the opportunity is at that time. But the bottom line is this: we want to create an opportunity that does exactly what it's supposed to. They give the people who are willing to step up an opportunity to make as much money as possible, take it as far as they want to take it.
I understand.
I'm not going to create something that's going to dilute the opportunity. And if I start putting multiple places in each state, then that's going to dilute the opportunity for the person that's taking the risk.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Now, as I said before, if you are ready, if you know you want to stay, then you need to send this back in. You need to send this back in, this information right here. I'm gonna put it up here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna copy and paste this whole thing so you all would know what's taken, who's looking for a partner, how much money you have to come up with to be that person's partner. If you want to be a partner, that's the whole purpose of filling this form out. So we would know all this, so we would know what someone needs to come up with. If they want to partner with this person in Texas, they'll know how much money they need to come up with, okay? Or whatever the case may be. And they'll know that these states here are taken. All you got to do is just look at the maps. Okay, now what states are not taken? And if you want a state, they claim a state. So, yeah.
You're going to put that in the chat box?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I
What
didn't get the email.
But all of the people who sent in a request for a chapter ownership got the email.
Oh, I see. Okay.
what's the scenario for the people who are seeking partner if they don't find another partner before launch?
If they don't find another partner before launch, they will still be the administrator of that state. They will still get their commission, and then we will continue to look for a partner for them.
Right.
But that's at our discretion. Now, when I say they will still get their commission, they're gonna, let's say someone sends in $2,500. They got $2,500 and they want a $5,000 the trademark usage licensing fee. They're not going to pay the $2,500 per month because they're only taking 50%. They're gonna pay their what? $1,250 per month, or they're gonna pay what? 12.5% of the revenue. Because corporate is gonna be running the second. Corporate is gonna take the other half of that partnership, basically. Corporate is going to assist them in running that because they don't have a partner. Now, with that being said, are they gonna get the whole 25%? No. On the commission? No. Because they didn't come up with a whole fee for the what? The full licensing fee. They didn't come up with the full trademark fee. So they'll get their 12.5% if they have $2,500 in. If they have $1,700 in, we'll figure out what that percentage is, and they will get that. Now, if they decide that they want to up their percentage and put more of that licensing fee in, then they'll get that accordingly until they get up to the point where they got the whole licensing fee in, and then they will have the whole 25%. Or we will find a partner that is willing to partner with them. Then we will add that partner in, then they'll get their percentage, and that partner will get their percentage.
So what if I wanted to own the whole thing though, but didn't, like say you had the 2,500?
Then you would get your commission split based on the amount of money you do have.
Right, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, I came up with the money. Is there a limit on, I mean, a time frame on when I would have to have that, or say if I came up a month later with
Well,
the 500?
No, it's just like I said, you would have to have it before we find you a partner. If we find you a partner, then it's a moot point.
Right, got it.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, because we're not going to let that sit out there indefinitely for someone to say, okay, yeah, I want to be a sole partner, but I only got 2,500. And that just sits out there and sits out there and sits out there. No.
Oh, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that as long as you get the other half of that in before we find your partner.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I was talking about maybe 30, 60 days or something, but I understand you said before.
I mean, there's no time frame on it because, like I said, I'm not trying to stifle anybody's opportunity. The same way you had an opportunity, I want to give someone else opportunity. If they come up with the money and say, well, I only got $2,500, but there's a state that needs a partner. We're not going to say, well, you can't have that because we're waiting to see what that person comes to. No, I don't even want to get into that. Okay, I didn't want to get into that. So let's just cut that off right now and just say, look, if you got your money ready, if you're ready to take that step, take that step. If you can only take half that step, take half that step. But be aware that you need to make some moves to take the other half of that step if you want that whole state. Because we are not waiting, or we're not holding up the opportunity from someone else who may come up with that other $2,500. Say, hey, I got those $2,500. Can I have the other half of that?
I understand it. Yeah, I understand it.
Partnership. Okay.
Good morning, Calvin. I have a question.
Yep.
The email you sent out this morning is totally different from what I have sent in for my information as far as the trademark.
Yeah, because I sent out another email before this one requesting this information right here. Do y'all remember that?
Yes, I put that in from day one. We already.
Well, no, the first one wasn't like this. That was not the first email. The first email looked like this. Matter of fact, let me go back down and find it. The first email we sent out looked like, that was the second one. The first email looked like this. Please review and return the signed agreement by Monday. Okay. The royalty, trademark, usage fee, blah, 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 call me whatever this and that. And I asked you all basically and I sent one out basically asking you all just to send me your information, right? Then the second one, but I sent one out just asking just for your information. And you all sent me this over here. Y'all see all this stuff over here? These are the ones that sent back for whatever state that they want to send back in. I got this stuff like this right here. This is what I got back. I got this, right? Now, as you can see, it doesn't say anything about how much money you have. It doesn't have all that information there because I didn't ask for all that information. We just wanted to find out who was interested in a state ownership so we can send you the information so that we can send you your agreements. Now, the second email we sent out had this information in it.
Right.
Right? If you do not see your name on this map, you need to send this information right here. Okay? Now, some of you sent all that back in, but some of you didn't. Some of you sent.
And the second time my name wasn't up there, so I didn't fill it out. But I sent in my information for Texas, but I don't see that I got Texas now. That's why I'm looking.
All the information I got back for Texas was this right here.
And my name is even on the map for Texas, so I'm.
But is your name right here?
Well, I can send you the information that I sent to you.
Well, yeah, I need you to send it back because that's why we send it out. If you don't see your name on it, send it over so we can get it on there.
Okay, if you put our name on the map, I thought that's because you
I
got
understand
the
it, but the map changed from the first time. A lot of people say that, well, I don't want this state anymore. Some people say, well, I don't have the money I thought I had, so I have to pass on it right now.
I was claiming the same states from day one, and plus
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but you got to remember, I'm not just looking at just your information. I'm not looking at just your, I'm looking at everybody's information that comes over. So in order for me to get it right each and every time, I send this out, basically saying that if you don't see your name on it, which means you obviously you didn't see your name on that last list, right? So somewhere between then and then, your name got left off. That's why I sent the information back out saying, if you don't see your name, send it to me with this exact information so that we can finally get it right.
It's kind of confusing because it looked like the same document coming out, and I'm
Okay.
thinking
Very
it's for the
confusing.
I'm thinking it's because it's for the
look.
new people that's coming in. That's why I didn't fill it out again, because once you put my name on the whatchamacall, I thought I had to, that was it.
Look, I understand you may have put your name on it the first time, okay? But there have been some revisions since that time. And I am telling you that I may not have included your name on that in the last draft I sent. So when I send something out and says, if you do not see your name on this one, I'm not talking about the last one. I'm not talking about the one before that. If you do not see your name on this one, please fill this out and send it back in so I can get your name on the final list.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
So do that mean the state that I wanted at first is already taken? I'm just trying to find out before I send my information in.
Well, let's check and see. If you wanted Texas, right? Because at first I had 3 names in here. I had 2 people that I'm the one in Texas. I believe Mr. Lewis sent something in saying that he was not taking Texas or something. Someone said
Yeah, I was supposed to be the only one in Texas.
Yeah,
that's what it was, but I don't know.
And said, I'm not taking Texas. And then when we redid it, Texas one I have on here has Gibson.
Yeah, because
And that's not you?
No, that's not me.
Okay,
that's why.
So
and plus, when I did Virginia, I put Virginia.
All right, so
10,000,
Gibson,
5,000.
so Gibson says that they don't have the full 5K. But you have the full 5K, right?
Yeah, I have all my money.
Okay, then. So send it back in. So I have the full 5K, and I would like Texas. Then I would have to contact Gibson and say, well, somebody came up with the full 5K for Texas, so you were seeking a partner. I need to partner you with the state. That's the purpose of sending this out, so that we can clarify. That's why it says this is the final. See right here, the final call for branch owners. That's why it says the final one, because we want to go ahead and get this all clarified and get it all sent back in. The reason why this is happening the way it is because when you all sending stuff back, not saying you, but when I say you all, as a group, some of you are not sending back all the information we need. Some of you are sending stuff in and then you're sending back saying, well, I don't want this stadium, I want this state. Some of you are sending back saying, well, I thought I was gonna have the money, but I don't have the money. Some of you are sending stuff that's saying, well, I have this much money, but I think I'm gonna get the rest of it. So if I'm sitting here trying to put all this together, it becomes very confusing. And when I try to put a final list together, I realize that some things are not right and they're not the way they should be. So I put together this information right here, the one that I can clarify.
Yeah, it's definitely not right because I came in at 10,000 with Virginia, but it got 5,000 up there. It's not right.
All right, well, let's
It's
go
not
through
what I
this.
sent in.
Hold on. Well, let's go through this then. Let's
Because
go through this.
I filled out the trademark
Hold on. Let's go through
documents.
this. Let's go through this. Here's what I got. 5,000 on Katrina Underwood. I got that email. I got this email. My name is Katrina Lynn Underwood. She got 5,000. I got this email. My name is Ruth Charlotte. I got 5,000. So they sent that back in. These are the ones that sent back in. I said, I need everybody to send this back over to me and clarify exactly what you want and how much money you need.
I thought that was for the ones that didn't send it in at first.
I understand it, but that's not what I asked for, though. That's not what I asked for. See, you interpreted it the way you want to interpret, but you're not interpreting it the way it is written. I sent the information back over, and I specifically said, I need everyone. When I say everyone, that means everyone. I need everyone who has sent in the information to send it back over to me, filled out exactly like this. Exactly. I even said that in a couple of meetings ago when we asked you all to send all that stuff back in. When I copied and pasted into the chat then. And I sent out an email that said I need everyone to send back in what they want, how they want it, what kind of money you have, how much available. Why? Because I need to clarify everything. If you don't send that back in that second time because you assume that the first one I sent in is good, when I ask for everyone to send it back over, then guess what? Your name is going to be left off. Because I'm looking at that second one, and I said, everyone, please send it back in. And if everyone doesn't send it in, I'm only counting the people that follow those instructions and send it back in. So then I said, well, obviously something's still not right, because I'm not getting as many names I had last time. So I sent out a final one and said, this is the final one. And I said, I need everyone, if your name is not on this list, I tried to make it even more clear. If your name is, if you do not see your name on this list, here's what I need you to do.
Okay, I'll send all my information back in again and fill the paperwork
And
out.
so I can get it on there, then I can finally get it right and send it back out and contact those people that do not have all their money on a state, but someone has their money already, always, all their money on that state. Then I can pair them up in states that are still available.
Calvin, I can vote for Larissa, is her name. I remember seeing her name in the Texas area in the early starting of this setup.
Is it again now?
No, I said I could vote for Larissa. I remember seeing her name on the map for Texas.
I know, yeah. And it wasn't a map. I did not get like she said, she did not send in that second request I asked for.
Okay, see what you're saying.
Okay, I'll just send everything in. It was just a little confusing, but I'll send everything in. So
yeah, look, when I send stuff out, yeah, look, when I send
Kevin,
stuff,
I appreciate you. I'm just.
I mean, no problem. But you all have to realize.
I'm just confused. That's all.
Yeah, you all have to realize I'm not just looking at your information. We got a lot of people within our network, and not only are we doing this, but I've got 50 other things that I'm doing also too for people who are sending stuff in because they want this, they want that. I need this, I need that. I want to do this, I want to do that. I need help with this, I need help with that. There's not enough hours in a day to do it all.
We'll get you an assistant.
Hold up. So that's why I compartmentalize it. And when I send stuff out, I was very explicit when I said I need, and I brought this up in a couple of the meetings we had during the week. I said, I need everyone to send this back in. The word back in should have alerted you. On top of, I need everyone to send this back in. Those two words should have alerted you that I'm talking to everyone. I need you to do it again. That's why I said back in. Then I sent out something, if you do not see your name on this list, which if you look at the list, you don't see your name on the list. I say, if you do not see your name on this list, I need you to fill this out and send it back in because this is the final one. Now I understand it may be a little bit inconvenience for some of you to do it twice, maybe even 3 times. Guess what? I have to do this over 5, 6, 7 times. but everybody. Why? Because this is what it takes. This is what it takes. And if you're gonna feel inconvenienced about this is a part of it, think how you're gonna feel when you got yourself 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 member specialists, and you're trying to get all of them to do something one specific way, and they all wanna do it different ways, or they're all not quite understanding what you're saying, and then you have to go back and try and manage it, and then make it happen. This is not going to be an easy task. It is not. It is not. Will it make you a lot of money? Hell yes, it will. Is it going to be a cakewalk? No. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I want y'all to understand what you're getting yourselves in for. There's a lot that comes with opportunities in this mass, in this size. Opportunities to have this much potential. Okay, this is not a part-time thing. That's not what this is. This is not something that, you know, well, I could do this and still do 100 other different things and I'll be all right. No. You know, that's one of the reasons why once I get this up and going, the corporate, my corporate staff will take over a lot of the compartmentalized stuff. Like we have somebody who is going to be you all's liaison. So you all on the branch level will be dealing with Mr. Kenneth Barber. So he would be your liaison. You all haven't met him yet. He would be your liaison. That's who you all would. That's who you all, as the branch owners and the member specialists, will be dealing with. The member specialists will be dealing with their branch owner. Branch owners will be dealing with Mr. Kenneth Barber. Mr. Kenneth Barber would then relay what you all need over to me, and we'll come up with plans to make things happen for you. That's your liaison. That's his position. When it comes to when you all are getting paid through the Bitcoins and some of your money is coming in Bitcoin, some of it.
Girl, I'm about to tap out. I'm about
Oh, slow down. The other 60%.
I'm about to tap out. Because I am very professional, but when I say he is just like rubbing me in a different way, because the lady done acknowledged him. She's like, I get it. And he's still going on.
Yes, I am still going on because that's my prerogative. I have something that I need to get over to. If you don't like it, leave. Please leave. Leave. Please. Okay? I got no problem
that
with
wasn't me, Calvin. This is Larissa. I didn't say that.
I understand that. I know it was you. I'm talking to the person who said it. Whoever said it.
Mr. Calvin, good morning, sir. I am not trying to be disrespectful. I was just saying, I know she acknowledged it.
Yes, you are.
I appreciate
Yes, you are. That was very
transparency.
disrespectful. I'm not going to mix words with you. That was completely disrespectful. So if you don't like it, leave. Okay? Usually when people say, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, that's exactly what you were trying to do. I hate it when people say that. I don't mean to do this. Yes, you do, because you started off with that phrase. I'm a person that says what he means, and I mean exactly what I say. I don't mix words. I don't mix words. I will go to bat for you, left and right. I will sacrifice for you all day long. I will sacrifice my time. I will sacrifice my time with my family. I will sacrifice everything I got to make sure you all are successful. But when you tell me I don't mean to be disrespectful, again, the next thing that comes out of your mouth is disrespectful. Yes, you are disrespectful. And that was disrespectful. You can sugarcoat it. You can say anything you want to, but it was disrespectful. Now, if you want to run your own platform, run your own platform. If you want to come up with your own business model, come up with your own business model. I can respect that. I will. Hell, if you even need help, so I'm trying to start this and this, can you give me some advice? I'll give you some advice. But don't disrespect me and then say I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Because now you insulted my intelligence. Let's make that very clear right now. Another thing, I'm gonna have this conversation right now. This is a corporation. This is not the United States of America. This is not a government. This is not a democracy. You cannot run a corporation as a democracy. If you bring something to me, or if you got something you want to say, bring it to me, I will listen to it. I will consider it. I might even share it with other people, say, hey, what do you think about this? Once I make a decision, that's it. Why? Because there's only one person who runs this company. This is not run by committee. You can't run a corporation like that. In a corporation, do you have freedom of speech? No, you do not. I don't care what company you work for. You have freedom to submit suggestions, yes, but the decision is made by the people who are in charge. The decision is made by the people who create it.
That's not necessarily true on all.
That is true. That is true. That's true here. It's true in just about every corporation you go to.
It doesn't apply. That's why we have what's called the SEC. Now we can't say I own a corporation.
You don't run the SEC. Now you see that right there? Y'all see who has control? Now y'all see who has control? You see that, right? He can say what he wants.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I know you didn't because I muted you, because I have control. You don't run this company. That's what I mean. You don't run this company. That's what I mean by this is not a democracy.
Right, I'm not speaking like that.
Understand that. This is not a democracy. This is a corporation. I will seek your advice, but once a decision is made, that decision is made. Because if I sit down and try to go round and round and round and round and round and round with someone over the same thing, guess what? Nothing is happening. No one is going anywhere. Now, this is what you call a grown-up moment, a come to Jesus moment, whatever you want to call it. But this is the reality of big business. Corporations are not ran by committee. Yes, we may have a board of trustees and we may have a higher board that we may report to, but when it comes to the running of that company, it is ran by the CEO and his corporate staff. Everyone has to report to someone. And at some point in time, there is a top of that food chain, and then there is someone you got to report to at different levels. But the buck stops here. Make no mistake about that. The buck stops here.
All right, all that being said, got a question for you. Have we ever found out if we need insurance license or not?
No, you do not, according to Melvin Gomez, which is our insurance guy. Because we are a dispatch firm who are providing services for our members who are signing our dispatch contract. Okay, we are a dispatch firm that offers.
Can you repeat that question again? What was that?
Do we need a license to do this? Because is this insurance? No, it's not insurance. Insurance is when you're paying for a loss of something. You're paying a loss of something, or you're paying benefits for a loss of something. Okay, this is a financial service that's added into a dispatch service. It's a financial service. It's not an insurance service. We are a dispatch firm that offers a rate per mile guarantee benefits package.
So by being a financial service, we don't need any broker type licenses.
No, you don't. Exactly. That's why it's set up the way it's set up. Actually, we're not even a financial service. We're a dispatch firm that has incorporated a financial product within it. Because first, we are what? We're a dispatch firm. That's what we are. We are a dispatch firm. We handle the load management for the carriers who sign up to our membership. They pay a flat dispatch fee, $1,000 per month. Included in that dispatch fee is a service for what? If we cannot find you 3 loads that fits, that meets the minimum standard, your minimum subpar rate, which is in the case of a dry van, $2 per mile. If we find you 2 loads that do on 1 load they can, then we'll upgrade that last load by paying you an extra $1 per mile. Or even if we find you, let's say it may come to a case where we find 3 loads, but 2 of them are less than subpar. We will upgrade the lowest paying load by an additional $1 per mile.
I have a question.
That's the minimum per mile rate guarantee. Okay, but primarily we already dispatched for it. What's your question?
So are the member specialists also the dispatchers?
Exactly. That's what we merge. Because by doing that, we ensure that we would never ever be considered what? An insurance company. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
All right. As I was saying before, make sure you send that information over. You all have it. If you do want a chapter or if you want to be a branch owner, then I need that information so I can fill it out completely and have the final one done so that everybody is clear on what's what, who's where, and what's and what branch has what state. Everyone, let me say this again, everyone who does not see their name on that list and your name, and you want your name on that list, fill it out and send it back over. Whether you've done it before or not, I need everyone to fill it out and send it back over. If you do not see your name here, or if you see your name and something is wrong here, send it back over with the information so that we can do it, so we can put it on the final draft. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we shouldn't have any misunderstandings about, anything. This includes everyone. All right. Now, once we get that back, I will have this upgraded by Wednesday or Thursday. Final draft will go out, and then we can begin bringing in the member specialists in the state. Now, for the states that don't get covered, corporate is going to be handling that, and I am going to have Mr. Barber is going to be contacting you all, letting you all know which states are handled by corporate, and he's going to be contacting those member specialists who are within those states and getting you on the list. Okay, but you all will be those member specialists who are in states that are not covered by a branch. Your pay will come directly from the corporate. Okay. And next week we start training on Monday on the merchant account. We got that activated last week. The rep was on. We start adding you all to the merchant account. You all create the branch owners are going to start creating their logins for the merchant account, and we're going to start adding everybody to our TMS system next week also too. So everyone's going to be listed on the TMS system. You have a login for your TMS system. You have a login for your merchant account. And also we'll be sending out your extensions on the toll-free number. Everybody will get an extension on the toll-free number. We'll be contacting you all, letting you all know which extensions you have. And you all will also going to get your emails. Okay? Your name or your company name @nocheapfreight.com. It's going to be your email address. We have 2 gigabytes of memory space on that email address. That's quite a bit for an email. That's where you send and receive.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
I need you to get me re-enrolled, man. I know you're busy.
Okay. I need to get you enrolled.
Yeah, re-enrolled in the system.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah,
I sent you the email, but like I said, I know you had a lot going on, so I
do need to get you re-enrolled. Call me after this is over with today, and I'll go ahead and take care of that right then.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right. What did I leave off? On? Emails. Yeah. Everybody was going to get their email addresses, your name @nocheapfreight.com. Okay. So it's
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hey, is that for the Assurance USA for the company? What you talking about? What's that for? Just for them?
Yeah, that's what Assurance USA. Now, look, Assurance USA, we have merged with the National Dispatchers Network. Now, if you want to just remain an independent dispatch firm on your own outside of Assurance USA, that's fine. You can do that, right? But since you're your own dispatch firm, you do not get an email address or an extension on our toll-free number because you're not part of our company. You're your own firm. Everybody understand?
Yes.
If you're your own dispatch firm, you got to do your own paperwork and your own invoices and your own this and that. You would not have access to our merchant account. Okay, you would not have access to our TMS system. If you are your own dispatch firm operating separate, you got to get your own TMS system. You want a merchant account, you got to get your own merchant account. Or use Square, or whatever the case may be. Does everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
What we are talking about is pertaining to those people who are coming over in the merger. If you want to take part in the compensation plan that we have set up for the Assurance USA, or should I say RBBS, Assurance USA. Okay? So yes, you will still have your dispatch firm, but you are DBA as what? Assurance USA. Your branches, it can be, John Cryer Dispatch, DBA Assurance USA, Texas branch. Just like and I keep saying just like other companies, like an insurance company, even though this is not insurance, but it still has some of the same business models of it. Like you may have Brandon Insurance, a what? Allstate Insurance branch, right? It's Allstate Insurance, but the name of that particular branch is a different name, right? Same thing. Because the compensation package, the compensation plan is all under that one corporate plan. All right, so get that back over to me as soon as possible, so I can get this done as soon as possible, so I can get it back out to you all, and you all will have a final draft. But this is going to be the final draft. Okay, this is going to be the final one. Make sure you all get that back to me. Only those who don't see their name. If your name is already here, don't send it back over. If your name is on here, like this one right here, where the person wanted, I guess Texas or whatever, I'm gonna have to call them and let them know that I'm gonna have to put them in a different state. While somebody else apparently already has Texas, they want the whole state. But as I'm looking through the emails, what I was doing was I was looking for all the different, people who sent stuff in, and based on what I had here, I went over and tried to complete the map, but I also realized that the map didn't look the way it looked like. There was some things that was missing. So that's why I put together this last email that said, final draft, final one. Please send, if you don't see your name here, send it over to me so I can get your name on it, so we can get it right. All right. I think we spent enough time on that. CTMS. All right. Starting next week, we're going to start adding everyone to their CTMS. Okay. Is anybody here that doesn't know what a CTMS is?
I don't think I do.
Me
All right.
neither. I don't know what it is.
All right, one moment. If you have your mic open, please mute your mics if you got stuff going on in the background.
Oh, one, I think.
All right. A CTMS. A CTMS is a TMS management system. It's where you manage all your trucks and all your carriers, your brokers, your shippers, your all your loads, all that type of stuff. Hold on here. Transportation management system is what it is. All right. This is our CTMS. I've already converted it to Assurance USA. And I'm going to be adding you all in. I'm up here where it says branches. Now see where it says branches? I'm going to be adding you all to the branches. So this is where you all are going to have your, and when you log in, you're only going to be able to see what your branch is doing. Now, in this CTMS, because what we're doing is we're creating a huge dispatch conglomerate. And we're going to have a lot of trucks and a lot of loads and a lot of things going on. So we need one central system that can accommodate and house all that. So you all can go in and pull up, your carriers, your trucks, this and that. So when you bring on a carrier onto the membership, it's just like you onboarding the carrier for your dispatch service. But now when you do that, you're gonna go up here and you're gonna log in under your branch, and then you're gonna add that carrier under your branch. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
All right. In other words, when you go and pull this up, you all won't be able to see what the company has, what all 48 branches have. You'll be able to see what you have. You'll be able to see your carriers. So if you want to view your carriers, you'll be able to see your carriers. You see what I'm saying? You'll be able to pull up your carriers and have all the information in here. Where they, located, where they run, their insurance, whole 9 yards. You have all that in here. Okay? You'll also be able to see your loads. All right, when you go in here and you'll pull up your loads. And you'll be able to see, the loads that you ran, the ones that are still pending, all that stuff. You'll also be able to pull up your invoices. You'll also be able to pull up, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Your assets, your, now the docs, you'll be able to pull up all the documents when you're doing docs and you're uploading docs. So when you upload the rate cons and everything, you're gonna do it all here. You're gonna click here, you're gonna upload it, you're gonna go into the system. It's gonna be listed underneath your login, underneath your branch. But as a corporation, we can pull up all of them and be able to view everything. Now, when the guy gets here on next Saturday, he's going to go over all this with you all on how to do all of this, how to, do accounting, how to do reporting, how to load up your documents, how to do doc management, how to do doc processing, whole 9 yards. All right, so here's one that's put in by someone else, a document, whatever this is, RBBS for available flatbed loads. You know, then you better pull them up, then you see what I'm talking about. You pull up in the Excel file, you pull up, you know, available loads and, you know, and things of that nature. But y'all see how that works so far? I mean, I just kind of a quick run through, but it's a great way to keep track of everything. Not only can you do the carriers, but you can put in your shippers. This has a shippers directory. But you go through here and you click Alabama, it's gonna pull up every shipper that's in the state of Alabama.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
That what you're showing us right now would be for the chapter's owners. What about for the member specialists?
Member specialists will have access to this as well. So as you have the branches, you have a subcategory for what? Member specialists under each branch. You always have your areas that you go into as well. Because you got your own, but as you bring in the carriers, as you upload the carriers in, those are going to be your carriers.
So will they have so will they have a login under the chapter owner for the sub?
Exactly. Everybody will have their own login. Everybody will have their own login, but when you log in, you're only going to be able to see what's yours. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, right. So each member specialist will only be able to see what they're doing and not what other member specialists are doing.
Exactly. Now, your branch owner will be able to see what all of you all are doing. Your branch owner won't be able to see what the other branches are doing. We at corporate will be able to see what everybody's doing. See how that works?
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Okay. And that's why this is great if you have a large organization. Because when we first got this, we was using it for our brokerage firm because we got a lot of different branches before we converted over to a dispatch firm. And now that we're going back to a very large corporate structure, this is ideal for us to bring all y'all under this one TMS system.
How much is this program?
It runs, the version that I have runs about $80 per month. You can get a lesser version for like $49 a month. This one allows me to add as many branches, as many people to it as I want to. But out here, and then you got other stuff, you know, on here too, that is great. Messaging and learn. This is the learning, the area here. They do live tours. You have to schedule that because we had one scheduled, but he was having problems, some technical problems. And they have different things you can go on here to click on and get like live stuff. You have a race menu. Insta rate tells you about that, which is go over here. That's this right here. This is a pretty good feature. Let's say if you're Tallahassee, Florida, go from Tallahassee, this is going up to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's say you wanted to find out what the rates were for a reefer in that lane. You can add another pickup. You can add another delivery. If you got multiple pickups delivered, you can add those in too. But let's say you do all of that and then get rates. And you'll see what it does here. It kind of gives you the route. Tells you up here what the all-in range is on the low end to the medium to the high end rate. The line haul range $1.04, $1.35, up to $1.79, and the fuel rate range from that 14, 17, 16, whatever, and gives you your line haul rate, fuel surcharge, line haul $1.35, 205 miles. That's what it's saying. This is what this is pulling up from the I guess the most recent loads that ran this route. Basically, that's what it does. It looks up the most recent loads that ran this route, and then it extrapolates that. It kind of gives you supposedly it's supposed to give you a kind of an accurate picture of what that lane pays. Now, you all know as well as I know that there are reefers that get a lot more money than that on this route, right? So don't take this as Bible. This is just, it's just a tool, okay? But through the training that we give you all know that reefers get more money than this. You can find loads on here that are paying more money than this. But this is doing, remember I told you all that 68% of all loads out there are under $2 per mile? Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
All right. Based on that reality, this is what this is doing. Not saying that you can't find loads that are paying more than that, but this just gives you the harsh truth of what the industry looks like out there right now. Because right now, probably close to about 75% of our loads out there are under $2 per mile. So, would y'all agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why you have these numbers here that are presented in the way that they are. Okay, but this is good to use when you're trying to convince an owner operator that signing on to our membership is a great idea. Because we're going to help them to find loads that pays more than this. But right now, the industry standard is this, which is why you need our service. Not only are we going to dedicate ourselves to finding loads that are more than this, you're going to pay less money for our service than you would pay if you pay for anybody else's dispatching service. But everybody else is charging you by the load. We're charging you a flat $1,000 per month for the first year. After that, it drops down to $633 per month. So we're going to save you, on average, your first year, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per month in your dispatching service. And that's not all. We're also going to give you a minimal rate per mile guarantee, which basically states this. And I know it sounds like, oh, wow, that's great. But then you explain it to them, minimum rate per mile guarantee, which basically says this. If we can't find you 3 loads that fit, that is above the subpar rate for a refrigerator, which is $3, flatbed, which is $2.50, dry van, which is $2, we are going to enhance your lowest paying load by an additional $1. If we find you 2 loads that fit and 1 load that doesn't hit it, we're going to enhance that load by $1 per mile. Now, I just said the same thing. I just said it in a different way. But either way, it still works out to what? The owner operator making more with our service than they are without our service. And by you all having control as being their sole dispatch firm, but they're paying you by the month, their sole dispatch firm, then guess what? We can control the what? The rate and the number of times that they submit a claim, which keeps more money what? In-house to pay more bonuses and your commissions structure.
So the assurance, I'm sorry, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
They're signing an exclusive, so we're the only dispatch?
Exactly. Because we're wrapping everything all up in one house. The dispatching service, we're giving them a rate per mile guarantee. and deciding on to use what? Our factoring companies, which we make money from the factoring companies too. So they've agreed to pay us a flat bonus for each person we sign up with them and residual income. And those bonuses, they trickle down. Who gets the branch gets its bonus, the member specialists get their bonus. And on top of all that, all this rolls up into a residual. So the more people you bring in, the more your residuals go up month after month after month after month after month. That's how you get to, as a member specialist, $800,000 per month in less than 2 years. And $2.7 million per month as a branch in under 2 years.
Now, on your one of the examples, you used a figure like if you get 10 members a month. Well,
Yeah.
at the end of 12 months, then you have 120 carriers. Am I dispatching myself for 120 carriers?
You are and you're not, because we are a corporation, right? And as a corporation, you're not the only one who's responsible for that. The branch is responsible for the dispatching of that branch. Now, if they've got X number of people in, whatever who was doing that, taking care of that responsibility. If you got 50 or 60 member specialists, right? You got 50 or 60 member specialists, then obviously you all are gonna help each other out. It's gonna be like the branch is over that amount, but the ones that you brought in specifically, that's what you're getting paid on. But that's not to say that someone else is not gonna be helping you to move some freight, or you're not gonna be helping other people within your branch to move some freight. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we're probably going, and well, I know we're also going to incorporate our interns that we currently use into the configuration too as well. So you all won't be doing this just by yourself. There are a number of ways that we're gonna be having outside help. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're working as a corporation. You're not working your own little individual dispatch firm. But as a corporation, you handle a lot more versus trying to do it all as a small, as a dispatch firm. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, now it does. I was going to say, based on the earlier training, you get 5 carriers.
I know.
Somebody.
I know.
Like, okay, how am I going to handle that?
Exactly. I understand what you're saying. But that's why we are a corporation. That's why we are a corporation. And we're going to be looking at, and we're also going to be looking at call centers and outsourcing stuff, on that type of stuff too. So you all are going to have help, a lot of help. Okay, we're going to look into doubling up, probably tripling up, or as much as we need to on our internships. We're going to reach out to other states. Right now, we only use those here in Florida, but since we're branching out onto other states, we're going to be looking at other university internship programs to see if they have something that's similar to the ones here in Florida. It's called it's called a by task type system. They log in, okay, I'm logging in, and they have a whole bunch of companies that they can look at that they want to do work for that day, task for that day. They pull it up, okay. Yes, Microsoft, Amazon, just whatever, Costco's, and they'll pull up the ones they look at, and then they'll have a layout there that tells them, welcome to RBBS Transport LLC, a national dispatch firm, currently dispatching for 317 carriers, nationwide. Your task for this will be this. Or you can do RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Your task for this will be this. You can do monitoring of the chat group. You can do responses to the enrollments. You can do replies to customer service. when people ask stuff on the chat group, there's all different type of things that they can do. Okay, so we'll be looking into other states to see if their universities that, and I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure that every state has their own type of thing that you can go into and get, the interns stuff. Some may require us to pay the interns just a minimum fee. Some, like in Florida, don't require you to pay the interns anything. So they work for what? Great. What's the what? The curriculum.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What about carriers that have multiple trucks? For instance, I have 3 carriers, but 11 trucks total.
Yeah, if they have multiple trucks, it is per truck. It's not a truck. You're not gonna have a carrier that comes in that has 1 truck and paying $1,000 a month. Have a carrier that comes and pay 10 trucks and the same $1,000 a month. Now we may look at some discount for a carrier that has more than 10, but we may go like from 1 to 10, it's $1,000 per truck.
Okay.
That's just where it is now. If you're operating as your own what? I'm an independent dispatch firm, right? You don't dispatch for a carrier that has 10 trucks, but you only charge them what? You charge them 10%, but you charge them 10% on every load, right?
Yes.
So that's basically every truck, right? Right? That's the same difference, right?
That's correct.
Exactly. So it's the same thing. They have a flat fee of $1,000 per month instead of 10% per load. So it's $1,000 per month per truck. So it's 10% per load per truck. Right? Same thing. But either way, they're saving money. So if you average that out on that 10% per truck, or the average 769 miles, they're paying about $2,400 per truck per month. Versus paying $1,000 per truck per month. They're saving themselves about $1,500.
Yeah, right now I don't do a percentage. I do a flat fee with I got 1 carrier, and with all their trucks, I do a flat fee per week, which averages out to about $700 a month each truck.
Well, there you go. If you do a flat fee, then that's what we're doing, a flat fee. But we offer more services. We offer guaranteed rate per mile, right? We offer factory. We offer more services.
Hey, Calvin, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I just secured a contract for dedicated lanes with a trucking company with 45, minimum of 45 trucks.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm thrilled about that actually.
You think about all that work, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting some people in place to some dispatchers in place to work this. But my question is, how would I, for dedicated lanes, this would not work, the Assurance USA, is that correct?
Yeah, it would work. Why wouldn't it?
Could you, because right now I'm like charging 8% a load per for dedicated lanes.
Okay, so why wouldn't it work? If you're charging 8% per load, doing it this way, we charge them $1,000 per truck, it's still probably gonna save the money. Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Calculator.
The 15 loads per week per lane.
Okay, but what are the loads? But what are the loads paying? On average.
Right now, we've got like 1,300
per load.
Yeah.
Well, 1,300 minus 8%. $104, right?
Okay.
Right? That's
Yeah.
$104. And you got how many loads?
15 a day.
15 per day.
Per lane.
Per day, right?
Per day, yeah.
All right.
Per week, I'm sorry, per week.
I'm
I'm sorry.
about to say, oh, we're definitely seeing them. Okay, 15 per week. Now that per truck or no, that's for the whole company, right?
Right. This is just one lane.
Oh, that's just one lane.
Yeah.
All right. Let me make sure I got this right. How many trucks is it? 13 trucks.
We're using, we're starting off with about 45 trucks.
Oh, 45 trucks.
Yeah.
All right. So you got 45 trucks. All right. So each truck is running how many loads per week?
15 loads per week.
Each truck is running 15 loads per week.
Yeah.
Each truck is running 15 loads per week.
No, no. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm
okay.
Not hearing things.
That's why I repeated it.
We haven't determined how many trucks are needed for the lanes yet.
All right. So the lane has 15 loads per week.
Exactly.
All right. All right. Let's go with that. The lane has 15 loads per week. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How many miles is the lane?
That's a good question.
Somewhere in about 300.
All right. And they're paying $1,300 per lane?
Yeah.
Good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How many stops?
All right. Let's deal with the numbers first. Okay. Let's not get sidetracked. All right. So but either way, that's pretty decent. Okay. So that's 104 times 13. Right? Because you said it's about how many miles is it?
300 to 400 miles one way.
But we do know that they're paying $1,300 per lane, right?
Yeah.
Per load. $1,300 per load, or 10%. So yeah, 100. You got there. 1,300 minus 8%. That's 104. 104 times 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's $1,500 per week.
Mm-hmm.
That you're making, right?
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So that's each truck. So you got 15 lanes. So that's 15
loads.
You got 15 loads. So you need 15 trucks to run those loads, right?
Okay.
Right?
Well, that's for the week.
Yeah, I understand that, but all right, you got 15 loads, right? So you're saying so you tell me those 15 loads are gonna take more than one truck per load?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's not so great then. Because if you only got 15, if you're only running 15 loads, but you need more than 15 trucks, y'all see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you're running 15 trucks like that, that's good. But if you're running multiple trucks on the same load, then you're obviously either running more than 15 loads, which means you are. So you're saying 15 lanes, but in each lane, how many loads are in each lane?
It shouldn't be any more than 3 or 4 trucks per lane.
All right, so you don't have 15. It's not 15 loads. It's more than 15 loads. You got 15 lanes, but you're running more than 15 loads.
15 loads a week for one lane.
But you're, all right. But you're having 3 trucks to run.
Is that including round trip?
Yeah, because I'm confused. Because
it's not adding up. It's not,
exactly. It's not adding up. Because if you got, all right, listen. If you got 15 loads, right? If you got 15 lanes, right? If you got 15 lanes or 15 lanes, right? How many loads are in each? How many loads?
Only 7 lanes.
Huh?
7 lanes.
So now it's 7 lanes.
It's only 7 lanes.
So you got 7 lanes. Now, how many loads are running on each lane?
15.
All right, so you got 15 loads per lane.
Right.
Now we talking, all right. So really, you got 105 loads. Now that makes sense.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now that makes sense. Because before you wasn't making sense at all. All right, now we're making sense. So you actually got 105 loads, right? And you got how many trucks are running those 100? And each one of those loads is about 300 and some odd miles, right?
Right.
And they're paying how much per mile?
1,000, 1,300.
So each load is paying $1,500. Yeah. So each load is paying $1,500. Got 105 loads. Now it's making sense. Now it's making sense. All right, so 105 times 1,500. Somebody's got their mic open. Please close your mic. All right. So now we got 105 loads, $1,500 per load. Now it's making sense. Minus your what? 8%. $12,600. Now, woo! All right.
Sorry.
$12,600, and you said you're running about, what's that? It's $12,600. All right. So that's 12, and that's each week, right?
Right.
Okay. Times 4, 12,600. 12,600 times 4.3 weeks in a month. That's $54,000 a month that they're paying you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's look at this other way. That's 54,558. All right. Now you got on our service, yeah, we definitely save the money. So if we charge them $1,000 per month, right? And you got how many? You got what? 105 loads.
Right. 105.
105 loads. You got how many lanes?
7 lanes.
7 lanes. So let's just do that times 105. Divided by 105,000 per month, 105 loads, 104 loads. It was 104, 105. Either way, 105 loads. 105. And you got 7 lanes. I'm trying to figure out how that will work on our end, because if let me reverse calculation. So you got, so they're paying you, so they're paying out $1,500 per load. 104 loads. $156,000. Okay. How many? See now, what we got to determine is how many trucks. How many trucks?
I thought the $1,000 was based off of per truck, so that's all you would need to know.
Yeah. So how many trucks? How many trucks is running? But she said they was running 3 to 4 trucks per lane.
I would say a maximum of 3 trucks per lane.
All right,
7 lanes.
So 3 trucks are per lane, 7 lanes, times 7. There we go. That's 21 trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Times $1,000. $21,000 a month. Would they save money?
Of course. The
They
question
save money.
is for her.
Yeah, I understand what I'm saying. Now they save money using our service. Now let's see what that would pay her. Now, are you operating as a branch, or are you operating as a what? Member specialist?
Can you do it both ways?
Yeah. If you're operating,
can you say
if you're operating as a branch on this one right here, just this one, this would be considered if one of your member specialists brought this in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just on one member specialist brought this in. So this is one contract, right? So you got $21,000 as a branch. Minus, now first of all, remember that first year you are paid that $21,000. That $1,000 a month includes paying off what, that 10K, right? Right?
I would only be coming in as a 5K.
No. Listen to me. Each, all right. When someone signs up a truck and they're paying by the month, they're also paying us that 10K for the year.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because you all get a bonus on that. You all get 25% of that 10K. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. So, and you're getting your monthly fee on your monthly residuals too. So, if you're looking at it that way, you got $21,000 basically per month that's coming in. Hold on. And you're going to be getting that. So that's 21,000. So how many trucks was that?
But as a branch owner, you're getting 25% of that 21.
Yeah, exactly.
21,000, right?
Yeah, and you get 25% of that, but each $1,000 represents a 10K payout for the year. It's included with that.
Hey, but Calvin, if they're making $1,500 a load and they're only going 300, 400 miles, that's $3.75 a mile. They don't need insurance.
Let's get off of that right now. We're not talking about that. We're trying to find out which way would make her more money, or how it's going to benefit her if she was doing this through the Insurance USA. Okay, so we got to use same numbers, just same numbers. Based on the numbers that we know, you got $21,000, right? And according to our compensation plan, right, you get paid, or if you bring someone in, they're paying $1,000 per month. That's going to pay you a bonus at the end of the year on the 10K membership, right? Which is what? $2,500, right? Right?
Okay.
Right?
That's right, but the problem is it's not a need for that service for that lane because it's making $3.75 a mile. Why are you creating an expense you don't have to in a company?
No, rather it's a need for they're not filing a claim. We're not talking about them filing a claim.
But if I understand that, but if I'm running a business, I'm not going to waste my money if you're making me well above what you're selling the insurance for.
Okay, but you haven't determined it yet. Because remember, for each $1,000 that comes in per month, because this is per month, each $1,000 comes in per month, each $1,000 gives you a commission on 10K. So let's just look at just on the 10K, okay? Because every member that comes in, they got to pay 10K, but we're doing it in monthly, and then we get paid on it at the end. We pay you all the bonus on the end instead of paying on the front. Normally, if we had the factory company that was financing that, right, then you all get paid on that 10K up front. So let's look at it from this standpoint. You've got the 10K, and you're getting $2,500 per $1,000 per month, all right? But you paid the $2,500 on the bonus at the end of the year. So what you essentially what you have is you have 2,500 times what?
21.
Times 21, right? So your bonus at the end of the year will be $52,500. Now let's look at your residuals. On your residuals, because you're paying $1,000 per month, right? $1,000 per month minus, hold up here.
It's divided by.
Hold on. Let me do 10K divided by 12 months. 10K divided by 12 months. That's 833. We're charging 1,000. So you got an additional 200 and what? 833. Minus 1,000. What do we got? 167. All right. So you got an extra $167 that's coming in each month. One. That's every month. So that's times 21. I'm sorry. So 5 by the end of the year times 12. Plus a $51,000 bonus, right? Wasn't it $51,000?
52.
50 something, whatever bonus was. Where was it? Where's the bonus? It was
52,000.
52,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's $62,510 that she would make that year with her residuals and her bonus on what she would normally be paying out what? Or normally be making what?
I thought you said like 12,000 something a week.
Yeah. Now, the question is this. Can she handle that more appropriately here versus what she's doing there? Because remember, she's gonna have to hire some people to do that, because she's not gonna be able to do that strictly on her own, right?
Right. And that's like 48,000 a month that she would be working with to hire or something like that.
Yeah, you got to hire what? Your dispatchers to
Right.
whatever.
With that 48,000 a month.
To handle that.
Right.
Also, Calvin, also remember that the company has an additional 24 other trucks that has to be dispatched.
Exactly. So you got another 2,400 trucks, another 24 trucks that's got to be dispatched. So you have to look at it from a standpoint of being able to actually handle that and manage it as a corporation, or you're doing it as an individual dispatch firm. As an individual dispatch firm, yeah, it looks like you're bringing in more money, but you're paying out more money. Why? Because you got to hire what? More dispatchers to handle your load. Then you got to hire more dispatchers to handle the other 24 trucks. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, are you getting the same bonuses that you go? I didn't even include the bonuses that she's gonna get from having all these companies being what? Going through the same factory company. So she get an extra $200 for each what truck that gets signed up on the factory, and she's getting the residuals from the factory company each month.
So this is a benefit only if she's a branch owner, but if she's a member specialist,
then if she's a member specialist, you're looking at what? At minus 25% of that. Looking at roughly $15,627 with about $3,000 of that per month on monthly residuals. The other will be in bonuses.
Hey, they're not factoring in them taxes also, so might want to
No, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, either way, you're still looking at, you know, I'll be looking at about this. There's some ways that we can show you how to lessen your taxes. But,
yeah.
but here's the thing. In realistically, are you going to be able to handle that as a dispatch firm, as a single dispatch firm?
Not by yourself.
Well, I mean, I have another dispatcher.
I understand.
Who's bringing on?
I mean, it sounds like you already have concerns already on how you're going to handle that much volume.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a legitimate concern. I can hear it in your voice. I mean, I can literally hear it in your voice. Now, the trade-off is this: if you're working within a corporation and you've got a whole bunch of, you know, tools and resources and people who are at your disposal to do a lot of this stuff for you, and they're each being paid in their own capacity in a commission structure, which is going to work better for you. Because remember, and which is going to help you retain more of your clientele from year to year. So remember, we offer what? The guaranteed rate per mile minimum, which means in this instance, on these trucks right here, we wouldn't need that. Why? Because like you said, you're above what? The minimum rate per mile, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which is gonna what? Keep this person in with you because they're happy because you always got them above the minimum rate per mile, and you're doing the factoring, which you're making money on the factoring, you get bonuses on the factoring too. Mm-hmm. Now I can figure out probably what bonuses will be on the factoring side of this. If you're looking at we're looking at 62,500 in what's called it, and in factoring, what we got with factoring, they're paying 10%. 2,510. 62,510. I missed something. 5. Yeah. 62.1. So 62.51. That's 25%. $1,562. And your monthly residuals from the factory company, you're gonna be looking at another $1,562. $1,562.75. On top of factory company said that they will pay what? $200 for each one we signed up, right? Mm-hmm. $200. And how many trucks did we determine it was? 21?
Yeah, initially, yes.
For the 200. We got another $1,050 on your bonus on the factory. On top of your $1,500 or $1,600 per month on your factoring residual bonuses, on top of your $62 some odd dollars that, you know, on your total collected for the year. On top of going to the next year, you got those monthly residuals that are adding on to whatever else you're adding on to the memberships.
And again, this is if she's a branch owner.
Yeah,
only.
That's if she's a branch owner. If you look at that website, look at that 25% of that on your residuals, and then you're looking at 25% of that on your bonus. Because everything is based on that 25% commission scale.
So since everyone is not going to be a branch owner, what would that be as a member specialist?
Looking at 25% of that.
Okay.
Like we showed on the last time, you're looking at 25% of that because remember, branch owners get a higher amount. Why? Because they're paying the cost.
Well, Calvin, are you still factoring at 21 trucks? Because this company has 45.
Yeah, I'm just factoring at 21 trucks. I'm factoring on what she knows she has loads for right now.
Okay.
And like I say, there's still another 20-some odd trucks out there. But there's even more money that's to be made on the other 20-some trucks. Now the question is, as an independent dispatch firm, are you more equipped to find loads for those additional 20-some trucks, or are you more equipped to find loads for those additional 20-some trucks under the corporate structure?
I mean, it makes sense to go under the corporate structure. But the thing is that this is a new contract, and I don't want to confuse matters.
Well, I mean, try running that new contract under your existing plan and see where it takes you. But here's the thing that I don't want to jinx you, but I want to make you aware of something.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if that contract becomes dissatisfied? What happens if you can't manage that contract? I'm individual.
Yeah, that's a concern.
Could be concerned. Because look, it is going to be considerably easier to hold on to clientele under a corporate structure than you are under your individual structures.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have more people that can help satisfy that company on their load management, on their load needs, on the amount of money, and you got the minimum rate guarantee, which is, remember, that is trademark, that is patent. So if you try to offer that outside of our structure, you got to do what? You got to enter into some type of agreement with us in order to use that. That's the whole point of us. That's the whole point of trademarking and patenting. That is an element that a lot of people tend to overlook, but that is a very vital and very important element. Why do you think? Do y'all watch Shark Tank?
Yes.
What's the one thing they always ask? Always. They always ask if you have what?
Trademark or patent.
Exactly. So that means that anybody else that tries to copy what you do or any part of it, they got to come through you. And that's the key, one of the key elements that you would be missing if you were doing this on an individual basis that will almost ensure that you're going to retain that clientele. That minimum rate, what? Per mile guarantee. That compensation enhancement, I'm part of it. That's the whole reason why we did the trademark. That's the whole reason why I spent the money I spent to hire a trademark and patent attorney. And they ain't cheap. but they were worth it. It's worth it because if you can get a trademark, if you can get this right here, you know what this looks like. Here it is. Where am I at? I'm on Facebook. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. If you can get your trademark and your patents, then you're as solid as gold now, because anybody that wants to take any part of what you're doing and try to implement it in their structure or their company or their product, they got to pay you for it. They got to enter into some type of trademark agreement, like you all have been into a licensing trademark usage fee. That's why we're able to do that. So you can't do that without having this type of stuff. See? If you ain't got that, then anybody can do what you do. Anybody working just come out and say, oh yeah, well let me do it too. 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 But if you got that right there, oh yeah, you can do it, but you gotta pay me. Well, what do you want? Well, let's sit down and talk. You see what I'm saying? This is a vital part of ensuring the success of your business, ensuring that your business is going to reach its valuation potential. That's why they always ask you, do you have a trademark? Do you have a patent? And a lot of times they won't even deal with you if you don't have a trademark and patent, right? On short thing, right? But I said, well, no, I didn't get that. They go, oh, I'm out. You know, they're out. Because as valuable as you think it is, it has now become diluted because someone else can do the same thing. Or someone else can take parts of it to add to theirs to make their thing more profitable. Which now you create a competition, right? The whole trick is not to have competition. That's why in the beginning, one of the first things you want to do is you want to do this right here. You want to get that trademark. You want to get those limited patents. Okay? So the question now that she has to ask herself is this. Am I going to be able to, I've got this great contract, and that's a great contract. You know, it sounds like it's good. You know, on the surface of it. I haven't really dug into it, but it sounds like it's pretty good, you know, for you. Now the question is, can you fulfill on it? Because the contract is worthless if you can't fulfill it, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, if you can't fulfill it, it's worthless. If you can't maintain it, it's pretty much worthless. Because not only have you taken on a contract, but you kind of, if you can't maintain it, then you kind of dug a hole for yourself. Because now you got someone out there that's thinking and saying, well, you know, they can't do what they said they could do. And is that good?
No, it's not.
No, that's not good at all.
Because it within 6 months, it has the potential to grow even larger.
Exactly. And if you ain't got the potential to handle that, or the potential to be able to grow and handle that I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just saying it's going to be much more difficult outside of a corporate structure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not saying you can't, but it's going to require a lot of management on your part. Okay, so you're going to continually have to seek out, you know, new dispatch or sub-dispatchers. You're going to have to find a way to keep the sub-dispatchers you have happy, to keep them from leaving. And then you having to do more work to find more sub-dispatchers once you lost, and then add more to handle the new business, the new growth in business.
Mm.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it just makes it that much more difficult.
Okay.
And from listening to you, you already have concerns.
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
Okay. So look, by merging, we have essentially solve a lot of you all's individual problems. Okay, I mean, why do you think I wouldn't take on more than the carriers that we have already? Because we got to a point to where it was about as much as we could handle. I'm not saying that I couldn't take it even further, but if I did, I have to drop everything else completely and just concentrate just on that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't prepared to do that. Just drop everything else and just, okay, this is all I'm gonna do. But that's what it would have required going past a certain point. Because by yourself you can only go so far. And that's what I mean by networking. That's why I love networking. That's why I love forming conglomerates and things like that, because as a single unit, you can't go but so far. All right? I mean, you just can't. You can't go but so far. But as a unit, but as a corporation, as an entity of, of people, everybody working on the same page, everybody working toward the same goal, everybody using the same platform, the same structure, everybody running on the same playbook. That's a way for everybody to reach a level that they never thought they could reach before. Okay? Now, are the branch owners gonna reach billionaire status before the member specialists will? Yes. But will the member specialists reach multi-millionaire status? Yes, they will. And in reaching multi-millionaire status, now you have the money to do what?
Buy your own.
Exactly. You have the money now to either invest into your own branch or come up with an idea and just go out on your own. So you can then reach that billionaire status. Now, without that corporate structure, how likely would it have been for you to reach that multi-millionaire status? Not saying you can't do it.
Yeah, not impossible, but difficult.
Exactly. Not impossible, but difficult. I'm not saying it's possible because I did it, obviously coming from homeless, and got myself to being a millionaire. But it took me, what, 9 years of going through a lot. It took me 9 years of going through some stuff. And not just going through some stuff, I had to actually seriously sacrifice for about 3 years. After I had got out the shelter. And then I got doing okay, and then I saw this industry, then I went back into sacrificing. Got rid of my apartment, moved to a storage unit for another 18 months. Living and working out of a storage unit. I mean, literally, got myself all out of shape. Y'all don't believe it, but before I started this, I was in great shape. It's some sacrifice you gotta make, man. Y'all, I can show it to you, but I'm telling you, oh my God. I was in some great shape before matter of fact, I even had a Facebook platform called Fitness Life. And when I tell you, I was in great shape, and this wasn't that long ago. But I had to. But in moving into a storage unit, and and all you got on one side, the Sonic, and the other side you got a what's that? All you can eat place? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Ryan's?
Huh?
Ryan's?
No, it's kind of like a Ryan's, but
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral, yeah. The U-Haul storage unit sat between a Golden Corral and a Sonic. so it is, right? But I was literally in great shape. I mean, I was in the best shape of my life when I started all this. And I'll show you some of the pictures of it. And you all will really be thinking like, man, you you fat now. I am. I've gotten way out of shape. But that was me right there in 2015.
You were buff.
I was ripped. I was ripped. They had no waist, no fat, nowhere.
Look at Wesley Snipes, son.
But that's what sacrifice does to you, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get the sacrifices. I mean, I had abs and all. Now I got one big ass. Right?
Still just round.
I had a real 8-pack. Forget the 6-pack. I was in great shape. I used to ride my bike from here all the way down to Carrollville, 22 miles every Sunday and back. I ain't talking about a motorbike. I'm talking about a bicycle. But when you're trying to create something, when you're trying to create something, you make sacrifices. And I didn't have the time to keep my body in that type of shape. Now I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back there, and eventually, hopefully, I will, for my health's sake. But I mean, it takes its toll on you. And there I am right there. Look at that. I'm not gonna have push-ups like it ain't that. I can't do that now. That's about 30 right there. I'm still going. I ain't breaking a sweat. I can't. I can't do that now. So I mean, but that's just that's life. Now I did it once because at one time I was that big. That's me and my wife now. We've been dating now. My wife and I, we dated for about 15 years. We've known each other for almost 19 years. We dated for about 15 years. That's a long courtship, ain't it? we wanted to make sure we was right for each other. But she seen me from big to in shape to back to big again. So I lost it once. I can lose it again. Okay. See, that's what I was then. And that's what I got down to. So I did it once, I can do it again. Y'all see how big I was then? I think I was bigger then than I am now. But I did get rid of it. That's down in Texas at that property I was telling y'all about, that 556 acres that we have 20% ownership in. We was building that new development. Everything came to a halt once certain people got into office. But I'll get back there. But but you make sacrifices, for your, for stuff like this, and that's why I tell you all, I don't want to create a saturated opportunity. I want you all to have the best chance that you all can have to become financially independent. And I could be greedy. Yeah, I could. God knows I could. I could be extremely greedy and say, I'm gonna put 3 state and I'm gonna collect 5 to 10 grand for each thing, and that would triple what we will be bringing in. But I mean, I can't spend all the money. I can spend that much money. What my wife and I bring in now is really enough. I mean, we're happy. We're happy. We're saving. We're investing. We're paying for our home. We get anything we want. We don't have to worry about where it comes from. So when you break it down, I'm really working to build a legacy. it's not really about making more money on my side of it, because what we have right now, we're happy with. We're extremely happy. We can barely spend what we bring in right now. So, at a certain point, you can't spend all the money in the world. You can't make all the money. You want to give the opportunity or create opportunities that allows everyone who's involved to make more money. For me, it's more about the legacy side of it. Now, am I saying that I don't want to make money? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is I want to create a legacy. The legacy is more important to me at this point than the gain of making the more money. Now, the more money comes with that, but it's the legacy that really matters. And you all have to find out what drives you all. You all have to figure out what drives you. As far as what you want to accomplish, what drives you. My wife and I, we woke up this morning about 5:45, 6 o'clock, and we saying our prayers like we normally do, and we were just thanking, just together thanking God for putting us where we are, because we could have been where we were, and where we were was not that great for either of us. We both came from some very bad places, as far as having and not having to just sacrifice and survive on just pretty much on the street. But for us, it's more about leaving that legacy, and shared this with you all once before. The thing that really, really drives me, the money side of it, is because I want to put it into this. And I don't necessarily need the money for myself and my family because we have enough. But I do want to create these throughout the country, in every at-risk neighborhood that can put them in, every at-risk city, every at-risk neighborhood for kids who are at risk. Teach kids, how to, and expose them to, business ownership, entrepreneurship. Get to the point to where they can, instead of growing up and want to work for someone, I want them to grow up owning businesses and providing jobs for their communities. This is called a legacy. Some of you don't know anything about that right now because you're still on that young age, but when you get to this side of where you have less time on this earth than you spent on this earth, then you start thinking about a legacy. Okay? And I realize I'm on the other side now. I'm on the side where I have less time to, I have less time, I'm more than likely, and no one knows when their time is coming. Let's face it, numbers is numbers. I've been here longer than I'm probably gonna be here, right? Everybody, hopefully everybody will reach that point. It's a blessing if you do reach that point. But when you reach that point, you really, 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 really start thinking about, okay, what can I leave? What type of impact can I leave on the world that can say he was here, he mattered, he left this, he did this. Now you can call that being vain or whatever you want to call it, but that question concerns me a lot. It really does. I ask myself that question just about every day now. What can I do to show that I left my mark? What can I do to ensure that, that my name or my existence won't just be forgotten, once I'm gone? I know this is kind of deep, but hey, you know, but that's what it's, that's what it's really all about for me. Now I don't know what it is for you, and you all have to find something that you're shooting towards, or whatever legacy you want to leave, if that's what you want to do, but whatever it is, if you want to, get that Ferrari, go for it. If you want to have you a yacht, go for it. If you want to have you a private jet, go for that. If that's your motivator. If you're motivated is to leave some type of legacy, by all means, go for it. But I think this opportunity, what we have is a great vehicle to make that happen. All of us. I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be wasting my time. And you all know we put a lot of time into this. A lot of time. So, but yeah. But anyway, but this is the Ascend TMS. And on next Saturday, I'm gonna try and make sure that they are here and to go over this with each of you. Now, if you want to know more about Ascend TMS, there's a whole slew of training videos on it on YouTube. You can go to InMotion Global, this right here. I'm gonna put the link up for
Ascend TMS, the world's #1 rated TMS software. Aren't you tired of your outdated server installed TMS? Are you stuck with a software that looks like it was developed when the Matrix movie was popular? Well, Ascend TMS is here to bring you to the actual future of TMS solutions. You can literally get started in less than 15 seconds. Ascend TMS is one of the only true cloud-based TMS softwares on the market. Where other softwares can take weeks or even months to implement, Ascend TMS just takes a few moments. See, we actually timed it. And the only thing more valuable than your time is your money. And how does Ascend TMS help you there? No contracts.
And they've got all these, all these different videos, the different training videos and things like that. You can train with Ascend TMS. So you got all this stuff up. So in your leisure time, go and look at those between now and next week. And hopefully by next Saturday, we'll have them here and be able to go over this. If I can do it on one of the, during the week, if I can call an early meeting during the week, we may have to do it that way, just to make sure that we get someone in. But yeah, and don't forget, on Monday, we are starting with the our training for the merchant account, where I'm gonna have everyone to kind of go in and create your own login and stuff. So we'll put that link out there on Monday, so everybody can go in and create their own logins into our merchant account. That would allow you to be able to charge the credit cards and the debit card and bank accounts right from the virtual terminal. Okay, and oh yeah. The extensions, coming from, now, on the extensions, please, everybody, please, I need everybody to hear me. I need everybody to hear me. On the extensions, don't make outgoing calls on the extension, okay? Because it's really for incoming calls. Now, can you make outgoing calls? Yes, you can. But they charge us by the minute on the outgoing calls. Okay? And that can add up. I mean, when we had the we was giving the extensions to our branches when we were a brokerage firm, and I told them do not make outgoing calls. And 1 month I looked up and I had a $2,700 phone bill from Grasshopper. A whole bunch of people were making outgoing calls, right? And I know if you make outgoing calls, so I can go here where it says all calls. I can pull everything up. I can pull up each call, the whole 9 yards. I can pull up every call. These are all calls that come in, by the way. We get a lot of calls. Okay, this is just from the RBBS right now. So I mean, just don't do it. Okay, that's why you all have cell phones. You have the unlimited talking text. You can call out, all people, but incoming calls. This is what this is basically for. Do not go on in and just ride out on outgoing calls. Does everybody understand me?
Yes.
Okay. But I don't want to see another $3,700 light phone bill. I don't want to see that. I was like, oh, I said, what? So let's try to make sure we keep down on that. Okay. But you all will get your extensions, and we'll basically add you all in, or this number here. You all's extensions will be added in on here, and it would start at 7,009. Okay. You can see I have my extensions here for my various business, like my wife's business, 701 first number, toll free number for that, and parts for less, got a number for that, and then you all's extensions would start at 7,009. So 7,009 and going extensions will start at, and we'll make sure everyone has an extension. Okay. And we'll make sure everyone has an email, a dedicated domain email. No Gmail, no Yahoo, no, Outlook. We want it to be very professional, so it's going to be you all's name at nocheapfreight.com. Have your own emails, your own extension. Get back out to doing that. And I am working on the back office site, and I'm hoping to have it ready by next week. The completed back office site. As of right now, though, you all can go to YouTube and look at a lot of the stuff that we have. We do have a YouTube channel for assurance.
Calvin, I got a question.
Yeah.
So, from earlier conversation, you stated that when you recruit your driver for the benefits package, on your if a membership specialist do it, it'll go to your branch. Because I'm in New York and I'm let's say a membership specialist, I'll be under a New York chapter. It doesn't matter if you recruit a driver from California, or it does.
It doesn't, but if you recruit a driver from California, the way it's going to work is this. The calls that come in, okay, if the call comes in, if a call comes in and it's from California, it's going to be routed to the California extension. If the California extension does not pick up, then it's going to be routed to the general, which means it'll go out to all the other extensions, and whoever picks it up, right? Now, if you write that membership and they're from California, which you have every right to, because I'd send it over to California. California was not available to pick up the call. Went over to one of the other member specialists. They got it. They wrote it. Then they're going to get the bonus for writing it. And you all are going to split the residual. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, at the same time, you also are going to share the responsibility in finding that carrier loads. So that's what I mean by we're working as a corporation. Won't be tasked with trying to find all the loads for your carriers just yourself. You all are going to share that responsibility in finding loads. If for some reason you all are having, you got a whole bunch of stuff you can't handle, we're gonna have some outside help that's gonna help do that too. So we're looking at call centers, outside services things of that nature. I'm looking at bringing on some salaried employees, handle some overflow, handle just the. I'm seriously thinking about having a group of people that does nothing but just book freight, load management. Okay, so I'm seriously considering, doing that and kind of taking that responsibility off of quote unquote the member specialist hand. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we will have member specialists, but I'm thinking about having a separate group of people who just do load management.
Okay. Yeah, I was speaking to the nature of actually doing a recruiting, like going on Truckers Path. It would be wise probably to just focus on your state then, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do that, but like I said, I'm not going to restrict you. I mean, if let's face it. I mean, this is entrepreneurship. I'm not going to restrict you and say you can't recruit from outside your state. But all I'm saying is that if a member specialist or a branch is doing their branding, if you're branding yourself correctly, if you're branding, the way you should be, you should have plenty of calls that's coming directly into your brand. Okay, I mean, because we don't want to have a branch that's really not pulling their weight, and then everybody else is pulling their weight, but then they're signing up members for that branch. That wouldn't be right, right?
Right.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna say you all can't recruit outside your state. You can, but at the same time, I'm letting the branches know that you all need to be branded. You really need to be on social media branding, pumping out your extension. You need to be branding, pumping out your email address. You need to be branding, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on, all these different platforms. You all need to be branding on and pumping out your what? Your contact number, your branch number, your email address, right?
Right.
So when calls come in, they're coming in directly to you. But I don't want to have a branch that's, man, they doing such a good job around. I'm just gonna sit back and just let them feed me. That ain't right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm set up with my own website and e-voice extension and G Suite emails. So how does that connect with? Do I relinquish that in place of RBBS?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, you can easily incorporate the merger onto your own website, because I mean, you still have your own company, right?
Yeah.
So you can't put a link on there that says that, or make some changes on your website that says your company name, proud branch owner of an RBBS, Assurance USA branch, or your branch name, DBA doing business as Georgia RBBS Assurance USA branch, Georgia branch, or something of that nature.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, that's like we went back to, how the insurance companies do it. You have, all right, if you look up insurance companies, if I look up, Tallahassee, insurance companies. All right, see how you have all these McKay Insurance agency, but who is McKay under those? That's the insurance agency, but if you click on it, what are they? They're probably one of the big name insurance companies. They're probably under some other type of heading. You see what I'm saying? Progressive. See that right there?
Okay.
They're a McKay Insurance Agency, but it's a progressive company. Okay. Earl Bacon Agency. And who are they? You know, you got all these companies, all these agencies, but they're more than likely they're under some big, big branch.
Go to the website, back up to the top. And see what it says. A little further up.
What is right there?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, weather's getting bad over here. Auto owns Avatar. Who are they? Earl Bacon Resources, Earl Bacon Commercial Line. A lot of stuff. Wait, now I can't really tell who they're with.
They probably a broker.
They're probably a broker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're not a captive agent. They're a broker, so they can work for many
they're probably just a broker.
agencies.
Our agency, they're probably just a broker. Yeah.
Okay.
That's something else that I've been thinking about, but I need to discuss that with my corporate staff first. I need to get on with Melvin to see if we can do something like that to create different brokerageships outside of what we do. You
So
know what I mean?
what do we got to do to merge the all business to Assurance USA?
If you're coming on as a branch, you need to sign the trademark usage fee agreement. If you're coming on as a member specialist, you just need once I get all that stuff back in that we talked about earlier, once I get that situated and get that back out there, you all can then be able to contact the branch owners and then let them know you want to work underneath their branch. Because you're in that state or whatever case may be, you want to work underneath their branch. If your state does not have a branch on it, you all will be working under the corporate structure. Corporate will be running those branches.
I got you. And I don't know if South Carolina got a branch on it yet or not.
Yeah. And what corporate is going to do is we're going to, those ones that are not operating as a branch, we got to try to create a little bit of a competition for you all, for the member specialists. We're going to have like something like for the states that does not have a branch, we're going to get a competition to where what we're going to be looking for is not necessarily a branch owner, but we're going to be looking for someone like a VP of operations off of that branch. And in order to get that, it's going to be who brings in the most members, and it's probably going to be like a 90-day type competition to see who can bring in the most members, in 90 days. And then we'll sit down and say, that person's showing us that they're a go-getter. They're showing us that they're hustlers. So we're going to make them the VP of operations off of that branch, and they get, extra bonuses for managing the branch. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So until that branch gets a branch owner, now, by you doing that and you getting extra bonuses, you should probably be thinking about saving some of that money or to do what?
Be the branch owner.
Exactly. So don't get caught up with, I'm the VP, so I'm doing pretty good.
Right.
And somebody comes along and say, hey, I want to buy that branch, and all of a sudden, bam.
Go ahead and take that money and buy it. Own it.
Exactly.
Now, will the contracts change? Like, say we got the contract now with our independent dispatching firm. Will the contracts change when we merge?
What do you mean?
Will be a different contract rolled up?
Yeah, you have to sign our what? We just talked about that.
Are you talking about your carrier that you already have signed up under your independent dispatch firm?
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Under the independent dispatch firm, the independent contract.
Well, it's not going to be totally up to you. That's going to be up to you and your carriers. Okay? Because if your carrier says, well, no, I don't want to do that. Well, I'm not going to force them to. Right? That's why you still have your own company still, right? And you're operating as what? DBA what? So there may be some instances when you have carriers that don't want to switch over, and they're just happy with the services that they have from you already. I put in carriers on my end that's probably not going to want to switch over. But I'm trying to switch them over as I can.
All right, I got you.
Because I'm going to make the pitch to them, hey, this is going to save you money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to get as many of them switched over, as I can. But for the ones that don't, I'm not going to cut them loose. Continue to do service with those people under your individual company, because you're already set up as an individual company, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just, you have two different services. You have one service, you got, and that's called the diversifying.
Right.
I'm not telling you all that all your companies you have now has got to come underneath this system. No. If you got something that want to stay in the old system, just give them an old system. Just ride it out. And then when they start seeing that the other system is doing pretty good, they said, well, can I get that rate guarantee? Yeah, you come over to the other system.
Right. You want to get down with the get down.
Yeah. So, look, all this is to help everyone get to that level that you're trying to get to fast. That's all it is. All it is. Okay. It's a system that's put in place that first of all and foremost, it helps owner operators to stay at a certain level or to stay above that subpar rate. Because right now they catch your hell trying to stay above that subpar rate. They really are. I had an owner operator call me the other day, talking about, he got some dedicated runs, and the doggone thing ain't paying but $1.75 per mile. But he's like, that's the best I can get right now. You do better than that, man. But that's the state of affairs we're at right now in the industry. Right now, 75 to 78% of all freight out there is below $2 per mile. And even when it gets back to some type of normality, it's going to be above 60% of all freight out there is below $2 per mile. Which makes the service like this not only very helpful to owner operators, but it's going to be extremely useful and extremely attractive to owner operators. Okay? So, and we're just trying to put together a structure that would allow us to save owner operators money, but also compensate you all in a manner that is growing every single month, every single year. And I firmly believe that through that structure, you all can reach your goals a lot quicker with a lot less headache. Okay? Because I'm not saying you can't reach them individually, because you can. I just think it's gonna take longer. And I think it comes with a little bit more risk trying to do it outside of a corporate structure.
I have a question.
Yep.
To go back a little bit on the branding part, because I'm not social media savvy. Did you have a video or something? And I think I missed it, on how to brand.
We did. I think I did. Called Expanding Your Business. It's gonna be, take us back. Your panic, explore how to improve financial health. Let me try something. And here's when we talk about it right here. 100K in 8 weeks with RBBS and just centers. Looking for a operators. How to I think there was one where we actually talked about how to post stuff on how to post stuff in different groups and stuff on Facebook and LinkedIn, how to join these different groups. And this is what right here: savvy dispatchers and knowledgeable brokers make wealthy. How to find shippers and clients on social media. There we go. Right there. That's one right there. Using social media to brand your business. I thought we did something like that. Using social media to brand your business and connect with shippers, brokers, and carriers. Bam, there you are. Plus, then you wait to get paid. So, share that with y'all. There it is, right here. All right, there it is right there. But, real quick though, I'm gonna show you something here real quick. All right, if you're on, let's look at this. Truckers. What's happening in truckers? All right, you got something called Truckers Lane, Truckers Passing Time, All Truckers United. I like All Truckers United. Why? Because All Truckers United has what? 51,000 members. That's a lot of truck drivers, y'all, right?
Sure.
So if you join this group and you start posting stuff, then shoot. And here's what I like about All Truckers United. They actually split. They had about 87,000 members, almost 80,000 members. But then a couple of the creators of this this group, they didn't agree because some of the creators were trying to limit what people post onto the page. They were saying, well, we don't want you posting or advertising. We don't want you posting stuff about brokerage firms and posting this and that. And other side of the group creator was saying, well, brokers, they're part of the industry. Dispatch is part of the industry, right? So then they split, okay? And then when they split, they came up this now the new group, it has new rules. The new rule is post what you want. All right? Post what you want, post as much as you want. The old group was like, well, they want to limit how many posts you can post each day, and it was just crazy restrictions, right? So the new group now allows you to come on here and you can post, stuff about your business, you can post all kinds of stuff, and they don't too much limit you on just about anything you want to post, really. But it's a lot of truckers on here, a lot of truckers, a lot of owner operators on here. So if you're doing something within the trucking industry, this is a good place to start. All Truckers United. And then you can go up here and you can look for owner-operators. Owner-operator trucking, owner-operator network, owner-operator trucking again, owner-operator direct, Landstar owner-operators, Florida owner-operators. You see what I'm saying? You can click that with all results. And you go over here where it says groups and click groups and look what you got. You go ahead and you can pull them up by the number of members that they have. This one has, tell you how many members it has. Some of them will tell you how many members they have. The other has 1.9 thousand posts, a day. So that means they probably got a lot of members. You have to have that post. Some of them used to tell you how many members they had. You kind of click on it. But if you click on it, you can take it over and show you how many members they got. Business owners, entrepreneurs, and startups. The owner, let me do this, owner operator. Click on operator, doing groups, then here we go. Then it starts pulling up. You owner operators and truck drivers society. You just click to join these things. So then when you start sharing stuff, you got a whole bunch of truckers and owner operators. Now this is because these are all what? Owner operators, right? This is your direct clientele, right? So wouldn't it behoove you to come on here and just, join as many of these groups as possible? And then when you start posting stuff, not only that, but when people post within the within that group, a lot of that stuff is going to show up in your timeline. The same thing with you. When you start posting stuff about trucking, it's going to show up in your timeline. Because on social media, you are who you befriend, right? This is what your news feed is going to show. There's a lot of stuff from, places you join or people you made friends with. You're going to start seeing those posts and stuff, so, and then you got down here, you look up all your different groups. I go down here and click on groups. It'll pull up all the groups that I'm a member of. Yeah, I got a lot of trucking groups. Dedicated freight, brokers and dispatchers, dispatch load board, dispatch dashboard, which these are the ones that I need to join. No. That's what your question I later. So, you can rules, yep, bam, bam, bam. I just joined 3 more trucking groups. Just that quick. Right? And here's a whole bunch more down here I can join. All these trucking groups. So that's what you want to do. You want to go in and you want to join as many trucking groups as you can. And then you start sharing stuff on those groups. When you go to your Facebook page or your YouTube channel, you click share, and I'm showing y'all just how quick and easy this is. So this is how quickly you can brand yourself. Click up here where it says that, click on where it says group. Come down here and just put in truckers. First thing that pops up, all truckers united. I click share, post, it goes out, and that's posted on all truckers united page. You can spend a half a day just doing that. Right? Just sharing information. The next thing you know, you got people in all different groups talking about your company and talking about this. Now, I'm gonna tell you when you start sharing stuff, you're also inviting people to criticize what you're sharing too now. But that's all part of it though. But even that can be productive. So that allows you the opportunity to educate people about what you are doing, right? If you do it in the right way and don't try to get combative with them and just, do it, take it as a teaching moment and teach people on what you do. Okay, so that's what you do. All right. And the same thing on LinkedIn, same thing on Twitter, same thing on Instagram. Create those social media pages and engage people. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I got a lot of business from social media. A lot of business from social media. I would say about 85% of all new signups come through from them hearing about me either on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. In that order. Okay, YouTube gives me my most, and I advise y'all to create a YouTube channel. But once you get up to a whole bunch of subscribers, I've got more than 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, as you all can see right there. And that equates into what's called monetized. Okay, once you get a certain number of subscribers, your YouTube channel becomes what's called monetized. And you can monetize your videos. Monetization, there is right there. You can monetize your videos, and then when you start doing that, you'll notice that it's right here. I'm looking good. Your channel got 9,110 views in the last 28 days. Okay, that's similar to the 7,400 to 10,800 views your channel usually gets. I'm still right within my range there. Okay, and I'm generating about $169.60 per video on my YouTube channel. My estimated revenue. That ain't bad, y'all. Especially when you consider I got a lot of videos, right? Y'all see how that within itself can turn into another whole source of income for you?
That's per video?
Yeah, that's per month, per video. Your estimated revenue, $169.60. And all my videos, these are all my videos. The averaging revenue on them, average percentage view, average view duration is based on, how many people viewing your videos, how long they stay on your channel, how long they stay on your videos. Because what happens is the advertisers, they place ads on your videos. Let me show you what I mean. Let me log out and then go to my video. I can't see the ads when I'm logged in because I'm looking at it as, myself. But if you all go to any of my YouTube channels, let me log out. Now, if I sign out, right, and then I go and pull up, I say RBBS. This is Learning Center. And I watch some videos without logging in. Here's one of the new ones.
VA loans are arguably the most powerful mortgage product on the market. Here are 5 big reasons why. 1, you can buy without a down payment. That's huge because other loans can require 3.5% or 5% or more. You don't have to spend years scraping together a down payment for VA loans. 2, you don't need perfect credit or anything close to it. These are flexible and forgiving loans, even if you have a recent bankruptcy or foreclosure in your past. 3, and I think it surprises so many people, VA loans have the lowest average interest rate on the market. There's a big misconception out there that government-backed loans have higher rates, and it's just not true. 4, there's no mortgage insurance with VA loans. That helps stretch your buying power because you're not shelling out extra money every month in mortgage insurance fees. And 5, VA loans have some big benefits when it comes to closing costs. Talk with a Veterans United loan specialist to see what your VA loan benefit can do for you.
Onto my video. I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry?
Okay, no, I was hearing the
video
ad, and I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. See, here comes
need a professional website? I created one for our startup.
So, but they usually have about 3 ads. See right here, it says 3. So Because my videos are usually about 2.5 to 3 hours long. They usually add about 3 ads to my videos. Now, why would an advertiser want to advertise on my videos? Because of my statistics. The average time that a person, I have more than 5,000 subscribers, almost 6,000 subscribers. These are people that watch my videos constantly over and over and over. They come back and watch every new video I put up, they watch it, okay? That's a lot of views, right? I'm getting almost couple 100,000 views per week or per month. I'm sorry, couple 100,000 views per month. The average person stays on my video about 1 hour and 10 minutes before they hit the pause button. I think it says about like 62% of people who watch my videos will stay on it for 1 hour and 10 minutes before they hit the pause button. Now, what does that mean to advertise? I've got a captive audience, right? That's what it means. I've got a captive audience. So they want to be on the videos. They have a captive audience. And they're paying YouTube, in some cases, as much as $150 just for a little 30-second, just whatever it is. So that's ad number 2 of 2. So, for just a little 20-second or 30-second, ad, they're paying YouTube about $100, $150, and I get 55% of that. So YouTube pays me 55% of the ad revenue. Now, if someone clicks on one of those ads, right, I get an extra revenue payment, but I actually clicked on it. If someone clicks on one of those ads and they buy something, or they sign up for a service from that ad, I get an even bigger portion. Y'all see how this is just YouTube channels it's a big business, whether y'all know it or not. Now y'all are starting to see why I give away so many videos, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are understanding why I have all these free videos. Because yeah, they're free, but it don't mean I'm not making money from them. I'm making money, but YouTube revenue. I think last month I made about, I think like almost 8,000 in YouTube revenue. I mean, it's not anything like some of the big boys on here. I mean, that's like a 9-year-old that's making like 20 million, a year on YouTube. I can't think of his name. He does toy reviews. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. This kid is knocking it out. He does toy reviews, and toy companies send him, Ryan's World. That's him right here. He got 25.3 million subscribers. I mean, this little so and so is making a killing, right? I'm gonna subscribe because I like what he's doing. I like his entrepreneurship. Go for it, man. All right, so let me subscribe to his stuff because hey, I'm gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he makes good money, but I'm gonna support him. I'll even more. So now I'm subscribed. But this kid is making some serious money. Let me show you who this kid is now. Check this kid out. You
guys ready for ultimate unboxing? Be gentle, just. Let me check. What's good?
Welcome to Ryan's World! Hi guys, today we're gonna open Pokemon cards.
It's gonna be ultimate unboxing Pokemon card, cause look, the special box we got!
Rayquaza!
Shiny Rayquaza in different color. Statue, along with 15 packs.
Hey, get this, the company sent him toys for free. Y'all see this? The company sent him toys for free. The kid is making over $20 million just from his ad revenue from YouTube. Look at this. This one has, y'all think I got some views. 954,000 views, 37 million views, 29 million views, 932,000 views, 17 million views, 2.6 million views, 32 million views, 72 million views. See how he's making 20 million a year? Y'all see that now?
Sure.
Because remember I told you all that the objective of our platform is not just to teach y'all how to book freight, to teach y'all how to become logistics entrepreneurs, how to make money within the industry. The industry has so many different ways of making money, and YouTube is one of them. Create your YouTube channel, okay? Start loading up some of your own videos and stuff. You know, create your YouTube channel. Talk about just what you have to offer. Talk about your day within the trucking industry. You know, I mean, you can start, you know, doing a product line in the trucking industry. You can reach out to a bunch of trucking type products and stuff like the headphones, the ear sets, you know, all that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that people use within the trucking industry, right? Right?
Yes.
Just start doing product reviews on some of the stuff, or just start talking about some of the, you know, the things that's going on within the trucking industry, but put your own little twist on it. Become, you know, your own little entertainment twist. My thing is what? I talk to you all about, you know, the industry, about our platform. You know, I try to, you know, I sing a song every now and again. I try to do my little jokes in, you know. But it's more of a realistic type of style. It's not really a coin teacher style. It's more of an entertainment type of teacher style. That's what keeps people engaged into watching our videos. This young man's level at all, not yet, when it comes to the ad revenue. But hey, you know, more power to him. I mean, if a 9-year-old can do it, I'm pretty sure you all come up with something, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's all kind of stuff you all can be doing, man. You can take your dispatch run, take what you're doing right now. You can start a YouTube, you know, thing on, you know, why I joined Assurance USA. You know, I mean, all you got to do is you're promoting us, and you're promoting yourself, and you're creating something where you can make money just from your what? Your take on the business. Right? I'm pretty sure you all can come up with some type of format that will cause people to come in and just listen to you and look at what you have to offer. And a lot of the other trainers out there wonder why I post stuff for free. This is why. Because I understand the business of YouTube. I understand the power. And I want you all to, you know, kind of learn the same thing. Yeah. All right. So but that's that little cat. He's doing good. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, he's a multi-millionaire already. I'm a serious thing going on. You know, and some of his videos got, you know, like I said, millions of views. You know, I'm stuck down here with my 5,000 subscribers, my 5.3 of subscribers, you know. But even with that, you know, I'm averaging somewhere between, you know, I usually average between 6,500 and 8,500 on my ad revenue each month. That's not a bad check. Probably right into my account every month. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but you know, but it's building more. The more videos I add, The more ad revenue comes in, the more it builds up. All right. All right. So, any more questions, real quick? 1:21. We've gone past our time. Any more questions?
Hey, Calvin,
Yes. Yes.
go ahead.
My question was, will you or the plans for updating the Assurance USA website, will you be updating that, or has it been updated?
I'm updating now. I haven't made them live because I don't want to like have it looking halfway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm leaving it the way it is on the live version, but I'm updating it in the in the Wix back office thing. But you all can't see it because I haven't published the updates yet. When I finish it, then I will publish all the updates. I will publish it so that way, because I want it to look uniform. I want it to look, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to have one page saying this and another page saying that. No, you know what I'm saying? One thing on this page and another page saying, well, how come that changed? So you don't want to do that. So I just make my updates, behind the scenes, and then when I get it all looking uniform, then I'll publish it. And you'll see the change. The only change that we're making is in the underlying purpose or the underlying profile of the service. We're switching it from not so much of the we're switching it to more of a dispatch service that has included with it a rate per mile guarantee, right? Also includes factoring. So now your dispatch service, your rate per mile guarantee, your factoring, all rolled into one. And we're gonna be emphasizing, by paying one flat fee, dispatching fee, you're saving on average $1,000 to $1,500 per month. It's gonna emphasize that too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I was only saying because, again, I'm updating my website, and there's a link in my website to Assurance USA that I don't want to change.
I'm going in just about every other day and doing stuff too. I mean, I've got so much stuff that I'm trying to get done, and I know I need an assistant, but I can't teach an assistant all the things that I have in my head. I mean, I just can't. I mean, I really can't. I actually tried that one time, having a couple of assistants. And you talking about screwing things up. They're putting out misinformation, or they interpret stuff that I'm trying to get them to do, and they just interpret it wrong. I mean, look at the problem we had just trying to get Stainfield out. The interpretation there, and that's on both sides. But like I said, if I've got something, I've got a lot that's going on up here, and I know how I want it to be presented, and I know where it's going. I had a conversation with someone on this side of it, in this corporate structure. It's my job to know everything that you all know, but you all are never gonna know everything that I know. But I have stuff that's going on that you're not privy to, and you shouldn't be. I have stuff that's going on in the back of my mind. Things I may be working with other people, other businesses, other resources and structures and things like that you all are never going to know about. And I have a specific purpose for those things and how I want to implement them and how I want them to go into the structure of the overall the corporate role. And that's my job as CEO, to map the path of the company. That's my job, to map the path of the company, to set the vision for the company, to assure that the company stays on that track. Now, in doing that, I have number of people doing certain things, put in certain places to know certain things, but you all are never going to know everything that I know. Okay, because when it all boils down, you know, you got to have someone that's got to pull the trigger. Everybody can't pull the trigger. Especially, you know, you have, you know, I mean, that's the great thing about the military. That's why it runs so efficiently. It's not a conglomeration. It's you know, it's okay. Yeah, I take down an advisement, but here's the order. You know, and you give that order to someone else, and they give that order to someone else, and everybody just follows those orders. Corporations, they're set up the same way. You may have, you know, committees and joint, and you know, and what's called you know, boards and things like this and that, but you got somebody that makes a final decision. And once that final decision is made, that's it. There's no more debating it. You know, you're not gonna go round and round. Yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, but hell, yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but we'll see here. We'll be yeah, button from now until doomsday, and nobody will ever get anything done. Let's cut out the yeah, but. I've heard it. I've listened to it. I've considered it. Here's the decision. Let's roll with it. That's how you get things done. Okay. You can't run a corporation like you run, you know, a country. And it's not ran the same way. It'll just be chaotic. It'll just be chaos. Everybody's trying to make decisions. Everybody's trying to make policy. Everybody's trying to make no. You just can't run it that way. It would never work. You'd never get anything done. And I'm not saying that every decision I make is going to be the right one, or it's even going to be the best one, but it's going to be the decision that we go with, and then we'll roll with it, and then we'll make the adjustments along the way, if that's what needs to be. But that's the responsibility of getting in charge, responsibility of command, responsibility of being, you know, the leader. And have 5 of them, and have 2 of them. You don't have 1 of them. All right. Somebody else had a question that they want to piggyback on. I think, young lady, you had a question.
Yes, I just want to make sure the email for the branch at Larissa and my first and last name and no cheap freight. That's something I set up, right?
No, we're gonna set that up for you.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yes.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, we're gonna be sending out. It's gonna be done through this right here, 1-in-1.
And that's the same email I can use on my website when I get my website. Okay, thank you.
Exactly. That's what we're gonna be setting up.
So what if I have a domain email already?
If it doesn't say nocheapfreight.com, then that's not the one you're using. For this company, for your involvement in this company.
This email is specifically for your Assurance USA, correct?
Exactly. That's what this email is for. This is for this company, our domain, nocheapfreight.com, Assurance USA. Okay. If you're talking to someone, you know, about Assurance USA, you're not gonna have them to email you at Jones Dispatching Service. You're gonna have them to email you at your name at nocheapfreight.com.
So when I get my business name, can I go back and change that to my business name?
What do you mean?
Because I was putting it in business form, and I haven't set my business. I haven't got a business name for the.
Okay. Yeah, your business name is your business name.
Yeah, you can still keep your business name.
Yeah, if your business is, and what's your business name?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't, but this business, I have other business, but this business, I haven't set up a name, a
Okay.
business name. I
Well,
haven't got a tax
yeah,
ID or anything yet.
yeah, whatever you want to set up your business name to be. And what's your name?
Because I was thinking you were saying we can use our business name at No Cheap Freight or
Yeah,
our name.
I mean, you can do that too. If I mean, it might be kind of long, but
Well,
it depends on how short your business name is.
well, my name is kind of long by itself, so
I mean, you want it to
I
be.
can get a shorter business name, but my name
Yeah,
is
I
kind of
mean,
long.
if your business is APW Dispatch at nocheapfreight.com, knock yourself out. Or if your business name is
But the question was, can I go back and change it to that? Because right now you're gonna set it up. You're gonna have my name, right?
no. All right, let me show you what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Let me sign in. Let me sign in to my account. I think that's it. On one. Let me try something else.
You're just gonna create specific emails for that person platform, right?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta find out what am I signing up on this thing right here. All right. Right here where it says emails. All right. Go to emails. All right. See, I got these two domains right here. Calvin Butler at nocheapfreight.com, but my domain is nocheapfreight.com. Right? So if I want to add another email, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call you all up and I'm gonna, where's my ad? My email's at. I'm missing something. I know I gotta think like an ad emails. Hold on. All domains. Email. Click the product. Okay. Just add product. That it? I figured this out.
Okay, you're gonna go up to email. Go to email.
Yeah, I just did that. I was getting emails.
Go back. Go click on email. Right, manage your email addresses. That's it. That's what you're supposed to go into.
With the spam emails. Okay, there's that. Create. All right. So if I go, which is create email address, right? All right. I can either do one of the. I can either create one here, supporting, but what I'm doing is I'm giving you all the one with 2 gigabytes. Okay. I'm creating them with so you all have at least 2 gigabytes. And I can upgrade you once you show me that you're really, really doing some business to the 50 gigabytes, right? But we're not going to upgrade you until you can show me that you need more space than that. So if I go in here and I create this right here, I create. Now, who we got here? Who wants email address right now, just to show you what I'm talking about?
Camille Jackson.
I say.
Slow down. I ain't gonna do one now, right now, but I'm gonna get to all of them. What you wanted, and who is it now?
She said Camille Jackson.
Right, Camille Jackson.
And do you want it to be Camille Jackson?
Or it can just be Camille.
I mean, you tell me your email address.
Camille.
All right. So let's see what.
CAMILLE.
All right. Camille at nocheapfreight.com. All right. Now, Camille, send me a private text with what you want your password to be. Don't click everyone, just click private. Click where it says private, and then you send it over to me on the chat. All right, one moment. Okay, something's wrong with that. Special character.
Oh, capitalize the first letter.
It'd be better if you send it over capitalized.
Okay.
Send it back to me capitalized. I'm not gonna try and do because I want to type it in. Oh. That's right. Oh, these special characters are not permitted. You got some special characters in there?
I did.
All right, so get it right. That's something that doesn't have those special characters in it. All righty. We got it right this time. It says that you got to have at least one special character. So apparently, there's one special character that's not. You got to have at least one permitted special. All right, these are permitted. All right, these special characters are not. So you have at least one of these in it. I always go with $. It's easy to remember. Hopefully, did we get it right? All right, let's see here. What does this thing say? Hold on. Look at this. One, two. How many characters can you have?
I can't see the list.
All right. I think you can only have, you sent me 12 characters. Hold on here. One special character. Permitted special characters. Got that. It's not let me, hold on, let me see if it'll let me see if it'll save that. Actually for it's not gonna let me save that for some reason. I think you got too many characters.
Okay.
Hold on. Go back. Hold on. Nope. I think it accepted it. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
All right. So there's your email address, Camille@nocheapfreight.com. Right? Now let's test that. I'm gonna send you something. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me send you something. Close. Bring this picture. Opportunity. Given email is invalid. Hold on here. My bad. Oh, come on, really? We copied though. Not that. Give me a second. I'm just gonna write it in. It was Camille, right? CAMILLE. Camille at no cheap rate that. All right, let me know if you got that. You got to go to 1-in-1 or go to web. The browser you got to go to is called webmail.
Webmail?
Yeah. I'll show you what it is. It comes up like this. All right, you're gonna go to this domain right here. If you type in webmail and you click on it, it should pop up, but this is what it's gonna go to. So
okay, let me try that.
Yeah, start typing that in. Type in, you know, HTTPS .com. Remember your password.
Okay, typing in that, I can't get to that page right there. Should I type in IONOS first?
Yeah.
Because if I just do webmail.com, it's not loading anything.
No, that's not. No, not go to webmail.com. Go to Google or here. Just type this in. Type this in right here.
Oh wait, I'm mobile, so I can't.
Oh, you're on your mobile device?
Yeah.
All right. Well, just go to Google.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Google. Right, and you type that in right there. It's going to say login. This is what you're looking for. This right here.
Where? Mail dot.
You're looking for
okay.
login, IONOS.com login.
Okay.
Got that on Google?
Getting it now.
Then you should pull up this page right here. For you to sign in.
Okay, I'm pulling it up now. NoTreatFreight.com, correct?
That's it. Mail at NoTreatFreight.com.
Okay, I'm logging in. And okay, I just clicked out. It logged me in, but then it's asking me to fill out information on my name.
Yeah, you gotta set up
Okay.
your you gotta set up your email.
Your profile.
Yep,
Okay.
You gotta set up your email profile.
So it looks like I'm in there.
All right, cool. So
Yep.
that's how we're gonna create your emails. Okay, I'm gonna give you all a call and say, hey, what do you want your email to be? First name, last name, first name, last name, business name, whatever the case may be. I might send something out to you all, and you all send back to me just what I want it to be. But it's gonna be blank at NoCheapFreight.com. You put in whatever you want to put in front of the at. Send it back to me. Then I'm gonna create it. Then I'm gonna send you all something. It should send you something showing you that you know, and I'll send you all your instructions on how to get into your your account and set up your account. I set up your account, set up your profile.
You say send that information to where?
Don't send it right now. I'm gonna send you all something that's gonna be requesting the information. When I put it together, it's gonna be laid out for y'all. All y'all gonna have to do is just put it in. I'm gonna send it through our mass system through Wix that all y'all get it at the same time. Don't send me that yet because I'm not ready for it yet. I got enough to take care of already. Hold on a second, y'all. The boss is calling me. I'm supposed to be done by now. Hey, baby.
Hey, I'm calling to check on you. I said my baby ain't calling me.
I know, baby. I'm still, tied up in class.
Okay, well, we just got back from the store and stuff. All right, well, I'll let you go back to it.
All right, love.
All right, have a good class. Tell everybody I say hello.
Boss says hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, baby.
All right,
Love you too. Yeah, she called me. I'm not on here too long. She knows how to take my medicine and stuff. She's like, so but that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna be sending it out so everybody can get set up with their email. I'm gonna be sending stuff, but when I send it out, it's probably gonna have your when I send it back out, it's gonna have your email address and your extension on our toll-free number. You have your extension and your email address when I send all that back out to you. All right, that's gonna do it, y'all. I see we got a couple of things. I gotta get Michael back enrolled. Alice Bush sent a document in. But make sure you all get these back out. Get these back out to me. I do need this stuff. All right. If you got one of these emails and you didn't see your name on here, send it back in. If you did not get one of these emails and you want a chapter, then I'm texting this to you once again. This is for everybody. Okay.
Mr. Butler.
Yeah.
This information here you're asking for, this is going back to info at NoCheapFreight.com, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I sent it in last week, so I'll send it back in again.
Yeah, send it back in because, like I said, I went through what I could, and that when I came up with everything, I see it still looks kind of short. So that's why I'm sending this back out again, saying to everybody that does not see their name on this list, okay? When you got this email, if you didn't see your name on this list, send this back in. Even if you, let me put this for everyone. If you didn't send this in or you didn't get that email and you want a check, okay, send it back in. Texas is gone. Okay, but I gotta please send your name. The young lady who wanted Texas, so I can get you back on the list.
Thank you.
Make sure you send that back in so I can get your name on the list. But everybody send that back in if you want a chapter, and please fill it out completely. Don't send it back, saying, I'm thinking I want it, I might want it. I don't know if I want it yet. I'm working on trying to get it. No, I only send it back if you know you're ready and you got a good portion of your fee ready. Cause starting next week, we're gonna be sending out we're gonna start collecting those fees, and they're going to our Wells Fargo escrow account. So they're gonna be escrow in Wells Fargo. We got to get those in because I've got to start figuring out what we're gonna do as far as our national branding, and that's pretty much how we're gonna pay for our initial national branding. So depending on how much we got, it's gonna determine on what we can do on a national branding scale as far as all truck stops and or maybe part of the truck stops, or trailers or whatever. Excuse me, or whatever the case may be. All right, so excuse me, I'll see you all on Monday night, 7 p.m. Merchant account training. We're gonna be going over the merchant account, setting you all up for your logins for the merchant account, and getting out and start training on that. All right. Y'all have a good weekend. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Talking to y'all on Monday.
Yeah, you too, Mr. Butler. Have a good weekend.
You.
You too. Michael, don't forget to call me so I can get you set up.
Hey, I need to call you too.
Who's this?
It's Tashawn.
Who?
Tashawn Gibson.
Okay, give me a call.
All right.
All right, everybody. Here we go.
See you Monday.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Hey, Calvin.
Yes.
I got a quick question. As a branch owner, are we able to bring in people who are not in the network to be membership specialists?
Ooh. As of right now, well, I want everybody to be trained the same way. Because
right, because that's what it was the second part of my question. Was there going to be a training that we could do to bring them up to speed?
But see, here's the thing. I don't want people necessarily who are not part of our existing network.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So I want everybody who's a part of the existing network because I mean I want to keep this opportunity for our network people. Start off with, and that type of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
And then as time progresses,